Here we go. Alright, now, look, we here with the chat. We here for this. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this first before we do anything. Let's do this first. Alright. Anyway, what is good, everybody? It is your boy JJ That Dude, and we are back on the Greatest Tournament. Like I said, I'm trying to get this game out the way. I'm going to try to get this done so we can do Resolve 2. We're going to try and hurry up so we can do that. But let's get out of the way. Got Chronicles we got to do. Because once we do, like I said, we beat Adventure, we could beat Resolve 2. Which I'll try to remind myself to put Resolve 2 in there. But other than that, we should be good. I'll probably should put parts in there, but that's the point. So yeah, we are going to try and get this trial out under the way. And yeah, today is my birthday, letting y'all know that ahead of time. But yeah, it is my birthday. That's why I have to have birthday on the thing, because March 7th is my birthday. Same thing as like 000 March 7th in general. Don't question why it's like that. I don't understand why it's like that either. But hey, either way, we is balling though. And also I want to say thank y'all for showing love on the streams, the YouTube thing, the Twitch things, the TikTok things, all that stuff. I appreciate y'all. And all the happy birthday wishes. I appreciate that. But yeah, without further ado, let's get back into the thing though. I'm gonna turn these back on. And of course, last time where I put the thing at, I stopped it where I could see like the we're actually in the trial rather than just having to wait and then go to other things with it. Because I haven't read what the other guy said. So now we're here. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. This trial shall determine the guilt or innocence of Miss Gina Lestrade. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed. And it's always Van Zeeks, it's no one else now all of a sudden. And look, man, he gotta be the Edgeworth of the group, I guess. The prosecution is ready. The defense is ready. Lord Van Zeeks, my lord, remind me, how many years ago was it that you withdrew from the public prosecution services? Or service? It was some 5 years ago, my lord. Yes, and then 2 months ago, you resurfaced somewhat unexpectedly. And here you are again today. Are there some circumstances of which the court should be aware that have led to this erratic behavior? In what one might describe as your former life 5 years past, you dealt exclusively in matters concerned with the highest echelons of society and government. Really? Yet, today, you chose to try a simple case of burglary and murder. I confess, I find it more than a little befuddling, counsel. There are 2 types of person I cannot abide. Firstly, those wealthy scoundrels who hide behind a mask of philanthropy to cheat the public at large. He means Mr. McGilded, who you defended against the Reaper. 2 months ago. Yes, I just about managed to work that out. Thank you. Magnus McGilded. If I had known what a monster he was, I would have never defended him. And secondly, even more loathsome, those willy scoundrels who masquerade as allies only to effect the total betrayal in the final hour. In other words, the confidence tricksters from those tiny islands in the Far East, the Nipponese. What? Did he really just say that? He means you now, Bruno. I actually managed to work that out, too. Thank you, Iris. Total betrayal? What are you talking about? That horrid look of hatred in Lord Van Zeek's eyes. Was that directed solely at me, or was he talking about all Japanese people? Obviously, we was referring to every one of them just to be on the fair side, but we're still saying he's racist, though. That man's a racist. He's racist. We knew it. An alarming, scathing explanation of Lord Van Zeek's and why the Hex's controller acted crazy. There you go. Still, the judiciary welcomes the return of the so-called Reaper of the Bailey, feared by all London malefactors. I meant to say malefactors, but I said benefactors because I'm used to saying benefactors the entire time, not even malefactors. But yeah. But I mainly hear benefactors the entire time. Your lordship is too kind. Now, jurors, the 6 of you have been selected at random to represent the will of the people in this trial. Okay, so we've seen 1, we've seen 2, we've seen 4, and we've seen 5, and we've seen 6 on the thing, but we never seen 3. So, because I thought that dude was the dude from the other thing, but then I saw the thing on the top of this thing. Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know who the third dude is. So we know that left guy out there was the one that got slapped by that woman, by his wife. The other girl's a maid. Third guy we don't know about. That dude's a doctor apparently. I thought he was just mainly just out there vibing. He just had that big overcoat. The woman over there, yeah, we already know who that is. And then we know that guy's a supposed like weird leader dude that was from the news. I forgot the dude's name. Don't ask me. Don't add me on that. Oh crap! I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Former lieutenant in British Army here. Don't you know? Taps like me were born ready. Clean crocky, clean cutlery, and a clean conscience. His lordship's motto is very appropriate here, I think. Everything will be stereoscopic in the future. Absolutely, absolutely everything. And I'm ready for it. I don't understand it. I can't have it left in there. It's not possible. But could I have? Women indispensable in society. Stop. Female-centric future awaits. Stop. Good day. I am visiting London for sightseeing. I would like to take bus to Crystal Tower, please. Is something wrong, Bruno? Oh, not exactly. It's just... I'm fairly sure I recognize these jurors. Almost all of them, in fact. Yeah, except just that third guy. Really? Funny coincidences like that do happen from time to time, don't they? It sounds kind of bad that that is the case. And who the heck just texted me about something? Someone just texted me about something? Yeah, I'll give a second. Someone just texted me about something. Someone just texted me about something. There we go. Someone just texted me. I just had to get that out the way. There we go. But it is quite strange. The jurors are chosen at random from London's 6 million inhabitants, you know. So I've been led to believe. But something tells me I'm being duped. Very well. Now, Lord Van Zeeks, the court calls upon the prosecution to introduce the facts of the case. As you wish, my lord. Allow me to begin with a word of warning to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury. In short, there has never been a more self-evident case of cold-blooded murder. The victim, Mr. Pop Windybank, proprietor of a pawn shop on Baker Street, was shot from behind and died instantly. The prosecution presents this photographic print of the crime scene. As the court will observe, there is a single bullet wound just below the gentleman's left shoulder. The evidence suggests that the bullet pierced the man's heart resulting in near-death, well, a near-instant death. I was gonna say near-death instant, but I mean, that's not the point. Moving on to the findings of the Scotland Yard's coroner. His report states that the bullet entered the body on a rising diagonal trajectory. And what's that supposed to tell us? It means the victim was likely shot by someone significantly shorter in height than himself. Someone, like the accused, you might say. Okay, that's fair. That's fair, I mean, it's a diagonal thing, unless... Wait, can't they just... Can't the guy just fall down? Or turn around, like knock him out, and then just shoot him from the weird side about it? So like, what to say they didn't do that though? Not to be that guy though. They just make yourself smaller and then boom. Or can't like one of the, well, I better see one of the like the supposed like other guys to be doing that, cause I don't know. But okay. Oh. The prosecution wishes to present the autopsy report and crime scene photograph as evidence, my lord. Indeed, the court accepts. Hand them to the bailiff, please. Alright, good. So the autopsy report is there. So it says, yeah, single bullet wound from the back. And there are no other signs of trauma. Okay, good to know. In a crime scene photograph, a photograph of the victim found murdered in the storeroom. It shows a single bullet wound in the man's back. I now ask the court to turn its attention to this plan of the establishment where the incident occurred. So let me look at everything. Okay, so yeah, the victim's name, Wendy Bake, yep. Occupation, yep. Time of death, 1 to 1:30 a.m. Makes sense. Important party, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Global, no other trauma. It's death from a posterior interior bullet wound to the heart. The bullet into the thing by a gentle rising diagonal trajectory. Alright. Okay. Cause right here. Yep, that is fair though. Alright, anything else we need to know about? Like, there's blood right here. Like, okay, so he got shot, he's leaking. It's like, did they ever see how much blood was left out there? I just want to know if they did that, because it's right here. So I don't know if the blood is all over around here, and it just comes out all through here, or I don't know what happens. Because I want to know if they actually just see how much blood was going out. Because it could be more to that, but hey, we'll see how it is. Go ahead. The proprietor was found in the storeroom where he kept articles pawned to him. A windowless room was a single point of entry, a door to the main shop that was found locked. Okay, good to know. I don't think anyone else found out that if there was any other way to get out, but I mean, I think the other two guys that just ran out just dipped. And I think what they said was they found them, so we'll see how that goes. But I mean, those two actually ran out through the other way, so yeah. We kind of here with it. In this sealed chamber, there were only 2 persons present. 2 people present, but okay. The victim is the Wendy Bake and the accused. That is true at the moment, unless we find some other evidence to claim it out there. It may further interest the court to know that when the accused was discovered at the scene, she had in her hand the gun used to fire the fatal bullet. Well, that's that then, isn't it? Nothing more to say. Isn't that grumpy little girl a pickpocket anyway? She's one of those filthy drabs that live in the slum in the East End. Oh well, it was only a matter of time before she got blood on her hands then. What are jurors waiting for? That girl's guilty as heck. We can't just come jump to conclusions here. We mustn't assume her guilt because of what she has to do to survive. Like, let me get some evidence. Like, let me go out there and talk. My learned Japanese friend. It is you who mustn't jump to conclusions. Everything. We both can't jump to conclusions. Can we just talk about it? Like, come on, can we get this straight? The prosecution has barely begun presenting its case. Wait, what? You got more? Like, how much more do you got? Conveniently, this appalling act of murder did not go unobserved. There were witnesses. Hey, can you bring them out here? Bring them out there, please, for me, please? Good gracious! Well, I mean, the only one who could see it was us, honestly. After their testimony, this girl's true nature will become exposed. Pitiful pick purse or cold-hearted killer. Let's see then. Here's to establishing the truth. The court will take the floor plan and firearm into evidence. Hand them to the bailiff, please, Lord Van Zeeks. At once, my lord. So the question is this, though. I want to see who the people are, because if it's the two people that are out there in the back, I need to see them. And if it ain't them, or it ain't us, then I need to know who the heck seen it. If it was just if the thing was closed. How? We'll go ahead. This isn't good. Hold up. Wait. Before we do anything. Hey, let me check. So it's just her right. That's her right here. That man's right there. So they can't see it from here. The only way they can see it is if the door was unlocked or the door was open, and they came from here to this spot right here, or they come through here. They have to come through here because they can't really see through there. Because they can only see him. They can't see the girl. So that better be them talking about they were right here or something, and it was unlocked. If the door was closed already, else we need to talk about it. Let me check the gun. This is Mr. Windybank's gun. The cylinder is completely empty. Mr. Windybank always used to keep this gun to hand on his shop counter. Yes, but only ever with a single bullet loaded. I understand. That's right. To keep all the pawn articles that were in his care safe. But his one bullet was fired that night, and the poor man lost his life. Was he protecting the shop, I wonder? Trying to keep the articles safe. Okay. Anything with the gun, anything with the gun, anything with the gun. Let me look at this. Maybe talk about this. Okay, no, they ain't talking about that. Alright. Good to know, good to know, good to know. Sorry, I gotta look at my thing, make sure we're all good. Alright, we're good. Make sure. Alright, appreciate it. Had to just check it. This is good. I feel like the mood in here has turned all very gloomy all of a sudden, Runo. I think that's because it has. Let us begin. Bring forth the witnesses to the foul murder of Mr. Pop Windybank on 16th of April of this year. And he trying to crash out off rep. So you're telling me that guy right there doesn't look like a criminal? I can't even mark it, my bad. Witnesses, state your name and occupations for the court. Name's Nash Scullin. Occupation is, baddie. Professional baddie. Name's Ringo Scullin. Occupations, same as him. Tobias Gregson. Scotland Yard Inspector. I probably might do that voice for him. That's right. We're what they call the Three Skulkin' Brothers. Bro. Like, come on, man, play the part. He's like, bro, shut your stupid hell up. I'm not with y'all. Why are you looking at me like that for? Don't let me with you lot. Core blimey, that's cold. Don't you know what we're going through? It's our older brother. Older bruv. Lost contact with him, we have. We were scouring every shady corner of the capital. And then last night we come across you. The very spit of the bloke. Ain't that right, Ringo? It is, Naz, it is. The very spit of him. So we decided there and then what we's gonna do. And what we's gonna call you. Big bruv, sulky. Come on, leave it out, you two. Sulky, sculling, and that's before he runs out of chips. Well then, Inspector Sulky Gregson. Begging your pardon, my lord, but the name's Tobias. What I would like to know, Inspector, is what you are doing in the witness stand. The Skulkin brothers are currently under arrest, my lord, on suspicion of theft. Thieves, are they? These three? No, my lord. Begging your pardon, but please don't let me in with this lot. 2 nights ago, these two brothers illegally entered an establishment with intent to burgle. And in the course of their nefarious activities, they become embroiled in a far more sinister crime. By Jove, you mean to say, what an extraordinary coincidence! Indeed, my lord. While attempting to burglarize the pawnbrokery, they witnessed its proprietor's murder. Order! Order in the court! The various trespasses of these brothers is not the subject of today's proceedings, though they will naturally face trial in the very near future. With your lordship's permission, I'd like to remain in the stand to keep these shits on the straight and narrow. Of course, Inspector. Skeptical or skeptical as I am about the caliber of these witnesses, I will permit them to take the stand. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin, you will now testify before the court. Describe the events of the night and the question, and what exactly you saw, and nothing but that. Happy to! Cause the Skulkin's never skulking. Get out of it! It's like, bro, get your stupid on somewhere. I hate these guys. Alright, we talking about the crap. I gotta stretch my leg. Here we go. Someone just text me. Let me answer this. Someone text me, I think. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what kind of voice acting am I going to do for the brothers. Okay. I don't know how to make it work though. Do I sound like we was walking down the, you know what I'm saying, or something like that? We was walking down. I don't really know. I feel like the little guy could get that voice, like we was walking down, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we was walking down type of thing, you know what I'm saying? And then the other guy could just be cool with it. Alright. But I don't know how we're gonna do his voice. That guy's voice right there in the middle, I don't know. Not the guy in the middle, but the guy on the left side. I don't know what his voice gonna be like. I already mentioned his voice, but I kinda, my voice thing kinda switched every time. Alright. Wheeze, like Wheeze was walking down or something. Alright. I'm trying to figure out. How am I gonna do his voice? I don't know. How am I gonna do his voice? This is the crazy thing. Alright. We was walking down the Bank Street, you know what I'm saying? In the small hours. And the gaff door was ajar, you see? It was like some kind of sign, begging for us to go in. It was. But once we got inside, poor blimey lummy, we heard a gunshot from the back room. We went to see what it was. What was what? But the door was locked from the inside. We never done nothing, Governor. We never took nothing. We just let after that and nice and quiet. A terrible coincidence, it would seem. At the precise moment these miscreants entered the property, an even more sinister crime was afoot. The witness's testimony is consistent with the crime scene in every detail. The door providing access to the storeroom from the main shop was indeed locked from the inside. And within, only the victim and the accused were found. Makes sense? But you tell me the other two didn't just come out there and beat them up and then just go out there and take anything? I must say, it does appear to be an overwhelmingly simple case. But still, the defense may cross-examine the witnesses now. Of course, counsel, if you please. Counsel? Yes. What's the matter, Runo? Sorry, I was just stunned into silence for a moment by the blatant lies being told by that pair in the stand. I know that is all nonsense, but because I saw it with my own eyes, I'll just have to expose their testimony for the pack of lies it is. Indeed, that is true. We're gonna have to do something with that. Okay, whatever, that's fine. We'll let that rock. Whatever, I don't care. Alright, you know what? Let's just press this for the moment. Let's see what happens. Let's see what's happening with that. Okay, a gunshot, you say. Just the one? Are you sure about that? Yep, just the one, Governor. I can swear to that. Okay. It was Nash, it was. Ain't that right, bruv? The firearm used belonged to the victim. It was himself. Yes, Mr. Windybank always used to leave his gun lying around on the counter. Right, I remember. When we examined it, we found the revolver was completely out of rounds. That's fair, because it only was one bullet. That makes sense. Mr. Windybank always used to say he only ever kept a single bullet loaded. That's true. I remember him saying that as well. So we could say with considerable certainty that only a single round was discharged from the firearm used as a murder weapon. Yes, my lord, we can. And I should remind the court that the firearm in question was discovered in the hand of the accused. That is fair. Wonderful. But that's fair, sadly. Okay, let's press that and maybe the fifth one. Do you mean the door between the main shop and the storeroom? If my learned friend is having difficulty grasping the situation, perhaps a drawing would help. Excluding the shop's entrance from the street, there is only one other door, that of the storeroom. That's fair. Of course, there was only a little, oil lamp burning. Not much to see by. And the door was hidden behind a curtain and all. That's right. That's fair. There is a curtain there. Because they say they heard a gunshot though, so that's the only thing that helps them out. Because I'm about to say, if they say anything about a door, I'm about to say they can't really check about that door unless they actually come to that other side of it. When we arrived, the door was mostly obscured by this curtain. That's fair though. Tell me, why exactly did you try to open that door? Eh? Any normal petty thief would run at the sound of the gunshot, I should think. Oh well, your turn to wrap it, Ringo. Well, Nash, yeah. I suppose you would have to say we ain't normal, eh? Broadly speaking, humans respond in one or two ways on hearing a gunshot or scream. The timid flee, gripped by fear, with the courageous investigate to see if they might help. You think a daggone criminals like them are gonna help? They ain't gonna help! Look at them! Look at their faces! They not helping for crap! What you mean they helping? These two ain't helping! Halo will keep me scared the moment someone knocks him out. He'd actually run away. One of the brothers are gonna run away if one gets knocked out. You are not telling me they're gonna be out there doing all that. These gentlemen are of the latter inclination, my learned Japanese friend. It would seem is of the former. Alright, somehow I just proved that I was a coward that night. Well, technically you weren't a coward. The only time you were supposedly a coward is when you didn't want to get shot. But that's not the point. That's a smart play. Run up there to find them and they got multiple guns. Yeah, I'm not fighting them. That's not being scared. That's just being smart, bro. I go out there, I rush up to you have a gun. That's just foolishness. There's a difference between bravery and foolishness. If you did that, that would have been foolishness. So you're actually fine. Now, unless you had a weapon yourself. If you had a gun yourself, different case scenario. But other than that, yeah, no. Thank you, counsels. So I believe we all understand that the door was locked and could not be opened. Proceed, witnesses. Alright, go for it. Didn't the other guy just say that y'all were brave? No, man, press that. You didn't do or take anything? Is that your story? Well, it was a bedlam soon as, weren't it? It was, Nash, it was. Didn't even have time to pull me dukes out of me Lucy lockets. So with no time to take your hands out of your pockets, you just left nice and quietly, you say. That's right, Governor. Nothing we've ate more than a violence. Peace-loving nibblers. We are not bludgeoners. Bludgers. We are, Nash, we are. Never even pulled me dukes out me Lucy lockets. So, you'd clearly like us to believe. Come again? As you fled from the pawnbrokers that night, did you not run to anyone else? Did you? And did you not fire a gun at that person? Saints alive! They fired a gun, you say? Yeah, they fired a gun at me! I'm the damn witness! Why am I not on the stand? Literally, they shot at me and they shot at Sherlock Holmes! Or Harlock Sholmes, my bad. But they shot at him. That's why he literally is in the hospital. Gregson, vouch! Say that you saw him get shot. Actually, he didn't say he can't say he got shot, but he was shot, wasn't he? Gregson! He had a bullet! Vouch! That you seen a bullet! And it was them! I saw it! Mace Susato saw it! And Holmes! Actually, wait, did Holmes actually see the person? I can't even tell. Did Holmes really see the person? All he said was, go get him! That's all he said. It's like, bro, I'm like the main one who can say something, because Susato ain't even here. She ain't gonna be here for me. Blimey, Governor! You ain't telling us it was you in the doorway. It was. Yeah. You thought you gonna cap on me? No. What the bleeding Nora? Did you mention that before? You were armed with a gun. And as you fled the scene, you fired that gun at London's greatest detective, Sherlock Holmes. They shot the great Mr. Sholmes? I did hear that, actually. There's all rumors he'd rushed to the hospital. The great Sholmes? That's beyond the pale. On the night in question, this pair we arrested by the police within minutes of the discovery of the crime scene. Suspicious countenance rapidly gave them away. And when we searched, a firearm was indeed found in their possession. They just scanned it and just knowed how many bullets was shot of it or something? Furthermore, the barrel shows signs of a shot have been fired. Exactly. We know. The prosecution invites his lordship to examine the firearm recovered from these boys, or the brothers. Yes, indeed. Remnants of powder around the muzzle, as you say, counsel. The court will hold this weapon as evidence. Fine. Now, my learned Nipponese friend. Yes? Here's to you successfully presenting the evidence. Can I see the evidence, please? So I could just end your life? Because I literally got the... you could give me that, I'd probably appreciate it. For yes, there are telltale signs of a spent powder on this gun, and a single bullet missing from the cylinder. But the prosecution demands evidence that it was fired at the scene of the crime under scrutiny in this trial. Objection. Well, I don't need evidence, because I was there. Objection! However, the rest of us in this court were not. That's fair enough. If the defense fails to provide evidence in support of his rash claim, we shall have no choice but to toast your incompetence and move on. Look, I have 2 people that were there, but the other one can't make it though. So Sherlock Holmes is the only one I can really go off of, and he's on this anesthetics. Evidence that these 2 fired the gun before they left Windy Banks that night. The court demands that all claims be affirmed to have proof. Oh, perfect. Let me see this real quick. So, there's ammunition still loaded in this. 5 of these revolver 6 cylinders. Yes, which tells us that when a single shot has been fired from it. Exactly. The bullet that hit Hurley, in fact, isn't it? Yes, it happened almost as soon as we'd walk in through Windy Bank's door. I'll make those brothers pay. Let's just see. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, I'm assuming that they want me to press this. I'm assuming they want this because they got the purple here, we got the blue here, but we don't have the green. I'm assuming they refer to that. What evidence shows that the witnesses unloaded a firearm in the pawnbrokery shop that night? Take that! This? The evidence is in this portfolio. What? What on earth have you there, counsel? During the course of our investigations, we discovered a number of bloodstains. Not trusting the police to do their job as they're trained to do. How arrogantly Nipponese of you. I definitely agree with that. They don't do nothing. You think I'm gonna let the cops do the work? No, they suck at their job. Just like you. You have to listen to them, think they actually know what they're doing? No, they don't. Look at me, look, I got 1 word to say. Actually, no, I got 5 words to say to you. Detective Gumshoe. I rest my case. Well, anyway, we analyzed all the blood samples we found and recorded the results in this portfolio. And you claim to have the evidence the court is demanding therein. Yep. Yes, my lord. No more dallying then, counsel. Present the pertinent evidence at once. What do you have in your portfolio that proves these witnesses unloaded a firearm at the scene? Take that! Duh! It's the first thing! What is this? Explain! It's a photographic print taken at Windy Bank's pawnbrokery on the day of the incident. From the scene of the crime, is it? Is that? A bullet hole? And do my eyes deceive me? It appears the bullet is still lodged there. Yes, as your lordship noticed, the bullet pierced Mr. Windybake's calendar. The date shown being the 16th of April, the very day of the pawnbroker's death. The incident occurred at 1 hour after midnight. This indicates that a separate shot had been fired sometime after the calendar has been set to the 16th. That's right. And while it isn't irrefutable, the defense believes this is credible evidence that the witnesses did fire a round from their gun and the pawnbrokers that night. No. Order. How does the prosecution stand, Lord Van Zeeks? You can't say that. Yeah. You can't say nothing, can you? Come on, say something. Say something dumb. If that is the direction my learned friend wishes to take, the prosecution has no objection. Thank you. What? But you'll forgive me for flinging my hallowed chalice aside in disgust as the repugnancy it exposes. Yes, on the night in question, these brothers entered the pawnbroker illegally. And like the bold baddies they claim to be, opened fire on the new arrivals before fleeing back onto the streets. Eh? Take it easy there, Governor. You're gonna land us in the soup. We had a deal. You weren't gonna give them into details. Tell him, Soki. Let that bloke straight. I have nothing to add. So he knew, did he? Van Zeeks knew their testimony would almost certainly expose the hit of their crimes. It would seem now that I owe my learned Nipponese friend a word of gratitude. What do you mean? What I mean is that you have helpfully confirmed an important fact. To what fact do you refer, Lord Van Zeeks? Real quick. Alright, okay. As has been established, at the point of their arrest, a single shot had been fired from the brothers' gun. However, if that shot fired its target into Mr. Sholmes, then clearly these witnesses cannot be accused of the fatal shooting of the proprietor and victim. That is fair. In other words, these two men have no material connection to the murder of Mr. Windybake at all. I mean, he's not really lying. This is already gonna be terrible for me. So that's it? It's like, yeah. That's it! We didn't have nothing to do with it! Yeah! It's like, yeah! We did, brother! We just sat there and did nothing. We didn't do it, Nash. We didn't do it. That's what I reckon. Your crimes include unlawful entry, intent to steal, perjury, and let us not forget attempted murder. Quite a color, eh, fellas? We're in for it now, bruv. Now then, let us take a moment to consider the aforementioned great detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes. It would seem the man patronized the pawnbrokers in question somewhat regularly. Where's he going with this? Mr. Sholmes appears to take pleasure in tinkering with eccentric machinery. Let me look at my controller. Gotta make sure my controller's good. Eccentric? Says who? Not me. Don't give me that look. He installed a pair of machines like this one in the victim's shop. Oh, that's one of Hurley's red-handed recorders. What is that, Counsel? It has the appearance of a photographic contraption. Agreed, indeed, that's true. As your lordship has surmised, it is indeed a camera attached to a small timing device. Every half hour, hang on quick. Okay, every half an hour, it automatically photographs the interior of the establishment. The idea being that if a thief were to break into the shop, he would be caught red-handed. The prosecution has obtained the photographs taken by the device on the night in question. The court will observe copious identical prints produced in a quite desultory fashion. Rather prodigal or prodigal, I feel. In fact, there are 2 such devices in the victim's shop, my lord. If I may refer to the court, excuse me, to the plan of the premise, the respective positions are here and here. Okay, sorry, I had to yawn a little bit with it. Alright, so I know one of them was like right around here, like wherever you open door. There's a thing like right below it, right here. It's like right here on this side right here. So it's around this side is, so that's fine. And then one that's around here. So I don't think he's lying about that, so he got that. I can't be mad about that. Because it's around that one weird spot. I thought it was a little bit further up with it, but hey, I mean, technically it's okay. You say these cameras produce a print every half hour? I'm afraid I fail to see how that would be helpful, or that would help if the anticipated theft conducted its activities in one of the many 30-minute intervals. One can only pray that the would-be criminals lingers, my lord. On the night in question, the witnesses currently in the stand were not caught on camera. That's a bit of the Friar Tuck, eh, bruv? Lady Lux loves the skulking. Witnesses, at what time did you trespass begin? I mean, your trespassing begin? Must have been just after 1. Right, bruv? Must have been, Nash. Must have been. Yeah. Just gone 1. In which case, witnesses have passed before the bruvs, or the brothers, entered the establishment. We also call them the bruvs at this point. They call themselves bruvs, not brothers. What a scene might we expect to see within the shop? Let us examine the evidence. Why the heck do you... Why did you grab the... Okay, here's what I'm assuming. Wendy Bank wants to try to shoot him. And he said, hey, look, I'm not going to let you go out there and pop me. I'm going to pop you back, though, before I get popped. But, like, if that's the case, why the heck did they go inside? But good lord, it's the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade. Oh, brother. As the court can clearly see, the accused is pictured, gun in hand, facing the victim over the shop counter, no doubt coercing the proprietor to open the door to his storeroom. Quite. One can only too easily imagine the events that unfolded. The court will take this photographic print as evidence, if you please, counsel. Yeah, I got that. Bro, why do y'all don't tell me crap? Okay, so the photo is here though. So the photo is here. The photo is here. He's like, oh, I might get cooked here. Revolver's here. Hold on. Yeah, because she got this gun. She don't got this gun, so we're good on that at least. Alright, this is a problem. Ugh. I don't believe it, Ginny. In short, the accused is the only person who could have possibly have killed Mr. Windybank. What the heck? Why did you grab the gun? I say, my lord. Wonder if I might put in a word at this point. Go ahead, Mr. Foreman. Took a valley bullet to the knee in the Battle of Mayawand. 1880, don't you know? Decorated for it and all that, but forced to retire from service, sadly. Of course, a medal can never outshine the exploits of chaps like us on the battlefield. Yes, Mr. Foreman, and what exactly is your point? Carried on the battle after retirement, you see. The battle of daily life, if you like. And here I am now, leading this small squadron. 6 men, all good and true. And we all go down together, you mark my words. One for all and all for one. Good job. Go out there and get this man guilty. And this woman guilty as well. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury have reached an agreement, have they? Is that what we are to understand? Well, Foreman, is that correct? In a manner of speaking, yes. That is the Garadeb Squadron position, sir. What? No, it's too soon to make a judgment here. Status report for the court, men, on the double. His lordship insists on promptitude at all times, and that goes for making decisions too. I think you'll find the truth is as clear as day now. I could reach out and touch it. I wouldn't have left it in there. I just wouldn't, but in all honesty, I can't actually remember. Situation clear. Stop. No room for doubt. Stop. Truth now undeniable. Stop. I am very sorry for brothers. They are unlucky. Very well. I now call upon each member of the jury to state his or her leaning in this matter. Announce your considered verdicts to the court.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Yeah, that's honestly fair. I can't be mad about that. If you just see evidence of the accusers doing that, I guess that's fair. I can't be mad about that. It does indeed appear that the jury is unanimous in its leaning already. That photograph. It must be the definitive evidence that Gregson mentioned. But Jenny didn't shoot him. No, of course not. My lord, the defense wishes to assert its right to a summation examination. Very well, the court grants permission. So, you refuse to admit defeat again. How unsurprising. Well, that's my job. I gotta make sure she's safe. If she's not safe, I'm cooked. We shall proceed immediately with the summation examination. Mr. Foreman, are all members of the jury ready? Absolutely. Absolutely, sir. Always ready for action, my chaps. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will each explain on what grounds you have determined the defendant to be guilty. Judicial findings. The jurors' contentions. All the evidence clearly points to the fingers of guilt at this young pickpocketee. As a housemaid, I should like to see a filthy eyesore properly and rigorously eliminated. I think you'll find that if you look at the photograph in the stereo, the truth will just pop out. I can't be mad at him for his nonsense. If I have left it in there, I should think there'll be repercussions by now. Mind made up. Stop. Global radio transmission. A verdict to follow. Stop. In Motherland, we say never judge by clothes, judge by head. I'm convinced brothers are innocent. The circumstance of the crime and the evidence do indeed implicate the defendant rather comprehensively. The storeroom locked from the inside, in which the victim and the accused were discovered alone. In the accused's hand, the fatal revolver, the firing of which was heard by these witnesses. Not to mention this print. And that's fair. Taken from a chap who's seen action on the battlefield. That young girl's on the verge of pulling the bally trigger. Not yet, she just held it up. If that was the case, why did she just do this? She could have did this. And then it could have worked like that. Why would she just have it like that? Thanks a lot, Mr. Sholmes. Oh dear, Hurley's cameras were supposed to help, not hinder. I'm afraid I think you have an uphill struggle ahead of you. But Gina didn't shoot Mr. Whittybank. Which means there's more to the situation than we've yet to see. Agreed. You have the floor, counsel. Proceed with the summation examination. Let me cook. You two are cooked in the back. You in the back of me? I'm gonna cook y'all up. I think usually one doesn't really have nothing to say at the moment, so we're gonna ignore number one for right now. So we're gonna probably press 2 if it comes down to it. You think? I can't tell. I think I might just go 2 and 6 for right now. I might go 2 and 6 for right now. But I might press 2 or 6. So let's see.
Hold it!
I'll press 2 for right now, though. Polishing the bitch, I see. Again. A maid's work is never done. Not a blemish must remain. What exactly do you mean by filthy eyesores? On my way to the market for his lordship, I have to pass through the East End. The place is full of beggars, pick-pursers, and crossmen, scum of the earth. Okay, so you're a little bit crashing out on them types. Okay, good enough. A little harsh, perhaps. Let me be plain. If it were up to me, all those back slums would be made spick and span or eradicated. At least we have people like the great detective working to achieve these important goals. You're referring to Holak Sholmes? That's right. I'd like to keep it abreast of his exploits by reading Rand's magazine in between my duties. He does wonders cleaning up London streets. In my opinion, he should have been declared an honorary maid of the capital. Mr. Sholmes? A maid? It's really quite unforgivable. Gutter scum having the audacity to shoot our very great detective. And you know who did that? You know who did that? These guys! These brothers! One of the brothers shot him! Can you get him? Can you get him? They're the ones that shot him! Minor detail. It was the two brothers in the stands who shot Mr. Sholmes, not the defendant. A minor detail. Indeed. They're all gutter scum as far as I'm concerned. Well, it just might be an idea to get our facts straight anyway. Yes, alright. I shall amend my statement. Okay, good. Alright. Do I want to press? Okay, hold up. Do I want to? Hold up. My bad. There we go.
Objection!
Stop that. Those two statements clearly contradict each other. Good lord! Counsel, explain yourself. Well, she hates the brothers. He likes the brothers. Let's get that out the way. Oh my statement contradictory? Juror number 6, you've got the wrong end of the stick. I do not have stick, I have mouse. Okay, let me explain. It's like word, like figurative words. It's not literal. As juror number 2 said earlier, when the Skulkin brothers fled the scene of the night in question, they fired a shot from their revolver. Yes, they shot poor Mr. Schultz in the abdomen. I understand. Surely you're not going to tell the court now that you didn't hear. Abdomen. Abdomen. Ab-E-B-D. Sir? Sorry. My English is still learning. You are telling the court you didn't hear? Forgive me, I did not hear. Here's the word. Abdomen, part of person's body containing stomach and other vital organs. Yeah, he's okay, bro. If this is what you mean, you should say in plain English. I am Russian, not native speaker. Dude, we're talking in English. You're talking in Russian. But now you're talking English now, but... Wait. Oh yeah, they technically are talking English now. But come on, man. Who would have thought it'd be a good idea to let this man be in a jury again? Like, he doesn't even understand pure English. That's like if I came up there and I said, hey, we need to have a pure Mexican out here trying to talk to English people on a native language. Like, what are we doing? You can't just do that. At least have people that are, you know, that speak the language well. So, you are telling me these brothers who look like criminals were lying? They said before, we've done nothing, but truth is they shot detective. Duh, this is double negative. Yes, that's exactly right. Lying is wrong, especially when lie is said by a person who looks like criminal. And sorry, Mousy, but I'm going to have to squeeze you again. Coming from you, that seems surprisingly prejudiced. This means, when they said we never took nothing, maybe it was also a big fucking lie. Is that true? Is this true? Well, according to the police reports, no stolen goods were found, so... Enough! I trust no one now! It's not the mouse's fault, though. You know, this case, hey, that's good here, but how you doing? I must see with my own eyes. I must investigate crime scene myself. I'm afraid that won't be possible. Yes, it is, Bruno. It's easily. Sorry? With the prints from Hurley's red-handed recorder. Ah. If you compare the prints that pictures Ginny and the next print from half an hour later, you'll be able to see straight away if anything was taken or not. Coey, there's the prosecutor. Tut, calling on the prosecutor in the middle of a summation examination of all times. This print showing the accused threatening the victim after she broke into the shop is this one. Following this, the victim and the accused moved into the storeroom. Meanwhile, the Skulkin brothers entered the shop, summarily heard the fatal gunshot ringing out. Wait, so did y'all... Was there 2 guns? Well, 3 guns technically, because we've only seen 2 guns. This gun right here, which we don't know... We actually... Now that I think about it, yeah. She has this gun right here. Then they shot a gun. They shot the gun right here. This right here. Boom. That's what it shot Sholmes. Is it the other way around, or do they have like another gun? If they have another gun, that would be nice. So I can just be like, oh yeah, there's another Skulkin Brothers gun. Could be good. Another Skulkin Brothers gun. I can go out there and be like, oh yeah, boom, perfect. But yeah. Thing is, I don't know when she shot that. I don't know. They say they heard a fatal gunshot ring out, but like, I don't know, man. Unless like it was another dude out there. So the only way I could say anything is only if there's another way to like get outside or inside the place. I can't tell. Or if there's a guy that's like, hey, look, you guys are gonna come out here and do this job for me. If you don't do this, I'm gonna kill you. Unless it's one of those type of people. But the only people I could say that it could have had a fault in it and could have the money to do that is this guy right over here. Because he got money. But we haven't seen this dude in a while, bro. Because he tried to take someone else's redemption ticket. So he might be trying to find something about Mr. McGilded. So he could have been there. He could have been there. The question is, I don't know where he was at in this whole thing. If he knows how to escape, or if he just had that influence to be like, you know what? Let me get that money, though. That's my only problem with this. He probably paid them or was like, hey, look, y'all gonna do this for me. So I can't tell. I can't tell crap. This game ain't telling me nothing. And it just makes no sense that they just bring him one time and he's not involved in this in some way, shape, or form. That's just me, though. But yeah, I'll probably reach it. You're right, I'll probably reach it, though. Sadly, none of these events were captured on film. This is the print produced by the camera half an hour later, after the brothers' flight. So it's taken after Hurley was shot then. Okay, hold up, give me a second. Wait a sec. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm looking at everything. I look at all the evidence. Okay, books are right there. I see the books right there. Cause she's blocking that thing, but yeah, that's good. Okay. Just keep going up. I had to look at it. As far as I can tell, nothing has been taken. Yeah, exactly. Nothing's been taken. That does seem to be the case. I can't notice anything that's obviously missing in the second print. So, the brothers who look like criminals told only one lie. They shot the man, but they stole nothing. It would seem so, yes. Good. No, not good. You are right. I did not understand the situation. Now I know brothers have lied. I think it is very important to continue with trial. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, can number 2 do it too? Yay! Well done, Runo. The balance is shifting. Well, it's a start, I suppose. But there's more that needs to be said about the jurors are saying that I can actually use to expose the truth. If I can do that, we might turn the trial in our favor still, which I pray we do, because if not, we're cooked. Because one is just saying no nonsense. Thank you, counsel. Continue with the summation examination. Another print in the courtroom. Or court record. Courtroom record, but what do you want to call it? I wonder if we could make use of that. We probably could. I want to press U, because you have all this little nonsense about transmissions and stuff. Let's talk. Let's talk. Talk all this about this transmission stuff. Sorry, radio transmission? What do you mean? Are you from the Far East? Stop. Yes, from the Empire of Japan. All communications with Far Eastern nations used to take place by mail. That is true. Royal Mail steamers take more than a month to complete the journey. Ah, but now we have the electric telegram, so we can send messages using electrical signals. Thousands of miles of cable have been laid all along the ocean beds, connecting the entire world. Thousands of miles of cable on the ocean bed? It makes my head hurt just thinking about it. You are well informed, young lady. Hehe. But cables will soon become a thing of the past. Stop. And just when I started just when I was starting to catch up. Red transmissions in the future. Stop. Messages carried over airways to 4 quarters of globe. Stop. Excitement growing. Stop. Atmosphere electric. Stop. Right. Try not to wear out your fingers. Era of wireless telegraphy. Stop. Rapid technological revolution. Stop. Like, oh my goodness, how many times am I gonna say that? And people say inventions like the stereoscope are the heights of technology. What's utter piffle? I can't understand it. I really can't. They're just silly toys.
Excuse me.
Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. Because I knew once he said something about stereoscopes, it was going to be a problem. Juror number 3. Sorry to interrupt you when you're obviously fuming and trying to crash out, but let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. What? Hey, yo, hey, whoa, buddy, whoa. Whoa, buddy, don't pull out the dime. Don't pull out the dime. Relax there, buddy. Let me talk to you, though. Do you perhaps have something to say about juror number 5's last remarks? Go ahead. Let her know something. As if I couldn't guess. Oh, you bet I do. Say that again. Go on. I dare you. Goodness, are you talking to me? I think he just might be, yes. You think stereoscopes are just toys, do you? Huh? Absolutely. I mean, really, a machine to view photographs in 3 dimensions? Why on earth would you just not use your eyes to look at the world around you? It's all 3-dimensional. They're crashing out. They're literally crashing out over literally a daggone stereoscope. That's crazy work because of technology. What a great way to appease the man. No, I'm sorry. Stereoscopes are no practical use at all. Dang. He finna crash out. The moment we finish this trial, he's gonna crash out on the woman. You just don't know. Pardon? I think you'll find that viewing a photograph through a stereoscope can unlock all sorts of possibilities. I'm obviously going to have to demonstrate. What sort of possibilities? Well, take a crime scene for example. If you had a pair of photographs from a crime scene that you could view through a stereoscope, it could reveal hidden clues you've never even noticed before. What? Have you got any, Bruno? Any prints we could look with the stereoscope? Absolutely! How about this print here? It should do the trick, I think. How about these two? I wanted to pick it for this and this. Oh, my bad.
Take that.
Alright then, juror number 3. Are you saying you can do this with any 2 suitable photographic prints? Of course I can. Hey, I want to test your theory out, buddy. Very well then. I'd like you to demonstrate. I'd be delighted to. Just give me one more print and I'll amaze you all. There you go. Take both of them. Alright. These 2 prints were both taken with the same camera and Wendy Bakes on the night question. Yes, I see. Tell me, Mr. Lawyer. Do you know how stereographic images work? Do you understand the principle? Well, I think so. I did have a lesson only yesterday. Well, I had a lesson yesterday by a little great girl. But yeah. The left and the right eye image needs to be the same. Only with a slight shift in the positions of some objects. Then when your brain merges the 2 images together inside your head, it notices the shift as it were depth. Yes, exactly. It's a small shift between certain objects in the 2 pictures that's really important. So, what happens if you use 2 photographic prints that are exactly the same then? No. Obviously that wouldn't work at all. Not for seeing the same 3-dimensional anyway. Oh. Of course, now I see. I think the young girl has discovered the secret. I have. Can you uncross your eyes before you tell me? Have another look at these 2 pictures from Hurley's camera. Bruno, go on. Can you see that there's a really obvious difference between them? Other from the girl? Yeah, I'm just gonna. Alright, I'm just gonna let the game tell me, because I'm stupid. You said, okay, thank you for letting me know, but yeah, I'm gonna, how are you doing, Dave? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, yeah, they got that. I'm gonna let them just explain to me so I look smart. Oh, wait, crap. I see something, I see something. Hold up. Wait a minute. Why did that, wait, hold up, no, wait, hold on, one other thing. Why is this thing broken all of a sudden? Like, what happened here? Like, this thing's good here, but the third way, like, why is that messed up? Where's it at? That's something I just seen, but like, what the heck? Alright, anyway, other from that, let's just let it ball though. Of course there is. There are 2 people in the first, and no people in the second. Well, yes, you can see that straight away, but now, try looking at the pictures in 3 dimensions. Alright, I'll try, I'll give it a go. So to start with, you have to cross your eyes and then make the 2 pictures overlap exactly. Let's see if by crossing my eyes, I can make the quill pens from each picture overlap in the middle. They already know! I literally says my birthday on the thing! Anyone that cares about astrology that much can look at it from the thing I said happy birthday. They should know, Rico. How you doing? But they should know. If they don't know, that's on them. Like, come on. How about some? We care if he's a Pisces. Like, but no one care about that. Well, you can't care about that. How you doing now, man? Come on. Come on now. Come on. Wait. I'm being honest, like, but no one cares. No one cares. Did I see it properly? I'm assuming I did, so, let's just say I did. Bro, can this thing? Bro, heck no! Okay, I'm gonna just say yes, I did, because I'm not gonna lie. I'm good with playing on my VR, playing Among Us with my boss. Oh, you play with the boss? Okay. Let's go though. What's going on with these 2 pictures? You're still working though. Okay, I understand. Hey, nothing wrong with that. My leg up though. Some of the things on the counter sort of jump out at you. He said, "Nah, I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna use this thing. I'm not using that thing." Yes. That's it. You see, that's the other amazing power of stereoscopes. Other amazing power. Is someone gonna to explain this black magic here? Why the deuce do some of the things on the counter seem to jump out at like that? I need to come and get you. Man, what you mean by the nephews the fur ones? What you mean by that? I already have what? I have like 1 nephew. I ain't trying to do with another nephew. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what you mean by that. I think you'll find out that if you consider the basic principle of the stereoscope, you'll answer your own question. The basic principles of the stereoscope? As I said before, if you try and look at 2 identical pictures using the same stereoscope, it won't work at all. It's the slight shift the position of the certain object. My dogs are in the front of my door, plays over with a dead rabbit. I can't. Hey, look, man. They want to play with the rabbit, bro. Let them play with the rabbit. I can't say nothing about that. Objects that let you see pictures 3-dimensionally. In other words, I'm so heartbroken, I closed the door on them. Hey, man, you just gotta let them go, bro. You gotta let it go. Oh! Okay, I know what you're talking about now, Ava. I know what you're talking about now. I can't mark it right. No, hold on. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about now. Because this side right here, the lady wasn't looking like that. It was a little further away back when it come over here, though. This thing has a little bit more space. See that top left a little bit of this spot right here. That got a little space in that thing. but this one doesn't. That's actually fair. That's actually fair. Now I get it, Ava. Now I get it. I had to look at it. I was like, wait, what the heck? But I see that top left. But even though at first glance it seems the objects on the counter haven't moved at all between the two pictures, this shows that actually there must have been a slight shift in their positions. Yes, there must have been. Now hold your fire there, sir. Got a reasonable grasp of this whole cross-sided business now, I'd say. But why the devil does a shift between the two prints exist in the first place? Well, what's the answer, fellow? Come on, you're the cross-eyed master. What, me? I haven't the first idea. You know, Runo, it's quite simple. It is? Just think it through step by step. The first photograph was taken by 1 a.m. Then 30 minutes later, the second photograph was taken. But the position of some items on the counter appears to have shifted slightly in the interim. So that means at that sometime in the half-hour interval, someone must have tampered with the things on the counter. Suckers! Someone tampered? New information, stop. Not mentioned in the testimony so far, stop. Yes, we've had to go around in circles a little here, it seems. But I'm starting to see what I should be aiming at in this summation examination. Ladies and gentlemen, the question now is clear. Let's get this out the way, because yeah, there's some nonsense going on. The question is now quite clear now. We know that items on the countertop were moved, but by whom? Are you suggesting you might know? Yeah, I know who it is. It's the brothers. It's the brothers. Of course, I can tell you right now who's responsible for the almost imperceptible shift in the items on the counter. Obviously one of the brothers, but we're gonna do it to Ringo because he's the little guy.
Take that!
It was the witnesses currently in the stand, the Skulkin brothers. Why did they just have to think of where it just say the Skulkin brothers? Like people might get confused to say, oh yeah, I'll pick this brother or the little brother, the little big brother. Even though technically the older brother, but he's the smaller one. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say that. Wait, this does not agree with what brothers said in testimony before. They said they did not even have the time to hold dukes from Lucy Lux. Well, one of them said that, and that was brother right there, Ringo, brother Ringo. Congratulations, that's all him. My phrase book says dukes is meaning hands, and Lucy Luck is meaning pockets. He's like, I don't know what these words mean, but I will take them of my own words. Hey, he might take that as words to count, so I can't be mad about that. But is this another lie? Is this what you are saying? Yes, I'm afraid so. Now hold on a minute there, Sonny. Hold on there a minute. You can't be sure of that. I quite agree. The accused is a common pick purse after all. But let me tell you something. You're biased. So let's get this out the way. One, you're biased. I think everyone out here is biased. One is not as biased though. You're definitely completely biased. Third one's a little biased, but not that much. They just love the stereoscope. The fourth one is probably a little bit in. Fifth guy, you're just gonna say you don't know. And the sixth guy over there don't even care. He's just kind of vibing. But you have no room to talk about, oh, the accused is a common pick purse, so they're gonna go out there and take it and kill people. Like, no. They might stake stuff, but they're not killing people. Like, come on now, can we stop being, biased? It's perfectly possible that she went through the things on the desk to see what she might steal. If that's the case, then why would you just use the gun and then try to move the place? That makes no sense. That's just wasting her time. I think that's unlikely. And why, exactly? As you see from this photographic print, the defendant was pointing the gun at the victim. It would seem, as if my learned friend indicated, that she was coercing Mr. Windybank to open the storeroom door. In other words, Miss Lestrade's interest lay within the storeroom, not the main shop, giving her no reason to touch anything on the counter. All of which points to one thing. The Skulkin brothers have omitted key facts in their testimony. But the accused is a pick purse. Common gutter trash. Why look any further from the wrongdoer here? Hey, juror number 2. Can you pull off her thing out your mouth? Can you pull that thing out your mouth? Like, what are we doing here? Why are you going after her for? She didn't do nothing wrong yet. Like, bro, literally, can you not think that these guys are guilty? Look, these two don't look guilty to you? Look at them. They're the most guiltiest guys out here. Can we go after them? Like, she's not guilty. I mean, she's not even here. He's cooked. She's with me. He's dead. She's kind of here, but she is a pickpocket, so I understand. This guy looks kind of like the rich man that's just out there being guilty. He's just here. He looks like he's always guilty for something, but he's just him. And he just looks like he's guilty anyway, but he's a prosecutor. Can we just go after these two? Like, come on, are we serious? I'm telling y'all, like, can they just start doing that more often? Alright, give me a second. Okay, no one's here? Alright, gotta make sure. There you go. Let me talk though. Because the Skulkin brothers are thieves, madam. No better, in fact worse, than a pick purse. Oh, you're shook now. Oh, you're shook. You're protecting the guys that literally are worse than the pick purse or the pickpocket person. Yeah, that's so great. I believe that these brothers were looking for something on the victim's counter that night. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you would condemn the defendant on the grounds that she's a pickpocket, would it at least not be right and proper to thoroughly scrutinize testimony given against her by two thieves? Well said, Sonny. I, for one, would like to hear more from that shady pair. Bro, what the? Did you headbutt the? Did this man really headbutt the? Man, oh, shut up. This man really said, "No, I'm finna headbutt something." I think you'll find stereoscopes aren't playthings. You've seen their extraordinary potential firsthand. Thank you. Wholeheartedly agree. Stop. Let's purchase after trial. Stop. We'll return home via registry. Stop. It's like, okay, gotcha. No, that's gotta suck. Imagine you go out there, you put all this, 6 people say guilty, and then all of a sudden you do this amazing explanation, and they're like, you know what? 4 people are like, you know what? You're not lying. Not guilty. Hey, that works out for me though. Well, it would seem that this trial has yet to run its course. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury have declared their inclinations via the mighty scale of justice. And I hereby call this summation examination to conclusion with the balance altered in the defendant's favor. 2 lean guilty, 4 lean to not guilty. So the one that didn't say, the ones that said guilty was number 1 and I'm trying to remember. Who else was it? Okay, so let me hold up. Let me actually get it right. Okay, let me get it right. So Russian man said innocent. Number 1, who was the military dude, the stereoscope dude, and the woman. So, okay, so I'm thinking it's the maid. Yeah, the maid, and then so 1 and 2, I think. That's 1 and 2, I think. Accordingly, the jury is without consensus, and I order this trial to continue. Yay! Well done. Oh, by the way. What? You should hold on to this, Bruno. You never know when it might come in useful. Twice in 1 trial would be unusual, surely, but alright. Bro, how many of these things do I gotta get? Lord Ben Seeks. Oh, brother. This is terrible. Let's just examine it. Who the heck just texted me about something? Someone just texted me about something. Okay. You have to pop your two prints in here to start with, you see? And then when you look through the eyepieces, you can see the image in 3 dimensions. The important thing to get right is the position of the two prints. I don't know who came up with the idea of stereoscopes, but it's really quite fascinating. Alright, let's go. And who extra sticks with or something? Oh, that thing, okay. Alright, let's go. How does this work? Right? You will instruct the witnesses that the court demands additional testimony from them. You better. I'm sure it won't spoil the bouquet to do so, my lord. Yeah, let me talk to you. Yeah, 1 and 2 just don't care. I won myself another chance to probe that pair about their activities that night at least. I'm out there having to look at my dag on TikTok. Dang, I got 30 messages. Oh my, I got 30 messages. Dang. I know they're not. Okay, and I won't stop probing them until I've proven that Gina's innocent. Okay, when it says the, let's go. Alright, we'll still keep going, but it's the same. There we go. Give me a second. Let's just get this out the way, though. And there we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. I'm back here. Where could I, they be okay? Okay. Good for him. Alright, perfect. We're going to, do trial here. Let's do it. Alright. Order, please. Let's resume proceedings. Witnesses, you will now retake the stand. And my controller used to charge, so give me... Alright, hopefully y'all can hear me. I just gotta switch my controller real quick and put this on a charger because I don't want my controller to die. I really don't. There you go. There you go, perfect. Let me see. Can I hear myself real quick? Let me hear it. There you go. Okay, y'all can. Okay, perfect. Alright, let's go. I already said witness will take the stand, so I already have to know that. If I didn't, my apologies. I presume you heard the defense counsel's summation examination.
Yeah, Governor. I did, Gov. I did.
Mr. and Mr. Skulkin.
Core, blind me.
This is going to be hard work. Earlier in this trial, you gave the following testimony about your actions after you entered Windy Banks. You didn't touch nothing.
Well, it was a bedlam. So nice, weren't it? It was, Nash, it was. Didn't even have time to pull me dukes out of me Lucy lockets.
However, that was a lie. You brothers
Core blimey!
On the night in question, you rifled through the items on the victim's counter.
We never done nothing of the sort. How'd you figure that out?
Yeah, you brothers need a little bit of work on your attitude adjustment right there. You will now give formal testimony. Once again, you will tell the court precisely what happened on the night in question, and this time, you will tell the truth, otherwise I will body you. Each lie that passes your lips serves to increase the severity of your punishment. And that, gentlemen, may deal a crushing blow to your chance of ever seeing the light of day again. A thought worth pondering, perhaps.
Say no more, Gov. We hear ya. What blab? What squeak? What peach?
Let me talk to you.
Alright, we did knock a few things over, but we weren't rifling for nothing. It was when we heard the gunshot, see? Made us both jump, and all that stuff went flying.
Okay, we need to press that, because we don't know about the gunshot. We're going to press about that a little bit. Okay.
Let me, it didn't. Have to give me a freak. We was thinking the shooter come out the door and get us next.
Okay.
We stuck everything back the way we found it and scattered. Straight into the...
Okay, so we're going to press those two.
We couldn't have shot the pawnbroker, see? We never had a chance. Did we?
2, 4, and 5 we're pressing. But I'm pressing 2 first, 4 first... I mean, 2 first, 4 second, 5 third. We're going to press those 3. So you admit to the defense's accusation. You did indeed ransack Mr. Windybank's countertop on the night in question.
Not ransack, Governor, no. That's right, Nash. That's right. It's more like we tied it up, yeah. Sorry.
By their own admission, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery under dubious circumstances. However, they panicked and fled on hearing the gunshot, having first made good their mess.
The way you say it, we hardly sound like roughs at all. We don't, Nash. We don't. Can he make us sound a little more cutthroat?
It can't be just coincidence that these men showed up to Windybanks that night. There are more to their testimony than meets the eye. I'm sure of it. And yeah, I'm pretty sure Gexon's just kind of like, what the heck is going on here? Okay, so press 2, but press 4, press 5, and then see how it goes. Unless we have to press everything. Okay, you heard a gunshot. So let's talk about that. So what you're saying is, the sound of the gunshot shocked you so much you knocked all those things over the counter?
Well, it shocked one of us that much, yeah. These bag of nerves need to learn to keep its shirt on. Look, it was loud, alright, blimey. Your dead granny would have woken up at that bang.
Big bruv here screamed like a bloomin' baby and fell over on the counter. He knocked over a load of books, candlestick, some skull, whatnot.
That got tangled in some marionette. Or marionettes? I don't know, don't question it. What knocked over a picture frame? What knocked them scales on the floor?
You really mastered working quietly then.
What a racket! Me granny would have been scared back into her grave at clacking like that.
So in short, the gunshot took you by surprise.
And then some. I mean, it was quiet as a mouse, and then all of a sudden, bam!
Excuse me.
Let me talk to you, sir. Inspector Gregson, do you have something to add?
Like I keep saying, I don't appreciate being lumped in with these scoundrels.
I never did. Not something to add about their testimony? You seemed to react just now at what Mr. Spoken said. Did it make you think of something?
It's probably nothing, of course. I wouldn't even bother to mention it. Only, Well, the fact is, cases don't get solved if you ignore the little details. How about you just tell us what's on your mind? As you know, we brought these fellas into the yard for questioning last night. The statement they gave then told a slightly different story to what they're saying now. Did it? You claimed you heard the victim shout something out before the gunshot. Might have. This does ring a bell, now you know it. Mention it. Granted, it was only a minor detail, but still, I can't help feeling like perhaps you've been a little slack with the testimony here, eh, fellas? If I discover the witness's testimony have been nothing more but sloppy than it's a hetero proven to be, I shall be forced to bring in the harshest punishment to bear against them. Easy, easy! We'll get it right this time. That's it, yep. That's all coming back to me now. Then speak. Supplement your testimony with whatever details have miraculously returned to your questionable mind, sir. Right you are, Gov. Let's look at two things. There's this right here. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking. If I'm pressing, if it's it, what's one or the other. If it ain't these two, I'm gonna probably have to press more. But all right, they said just before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling, "Give me that gun." Let me look at something quick. No other visible signs of trauma. Trying to think. I don't know what I'm supposed to be saying here exactly. I'm gonna assume it's this, because there's no signs of trauma or nothing. I'm gonna just pray it's this.
Objection!
Okay, it's not that. Okay, yeah, I'm cooked. Okay, yeah, it's not that. My apologies. I got cooked. You say you're kind of trash at this thing, aren't ya? As I look at you, Consul, I see your trembling hand, your pale expression, and your perspiring brow. Huh? It seems to me that is inconsistent here with the misplaced confidence of your assertion. Get out of here. He has a crazy tongue, I give him that. I can't beat the judge up. You invited, sir. Hold on, let me just save real quick, but dang, I just messed myself up. I got myself cooked there. That's all me. I can't blame anyone. That's all me. Wait a minute. I know what I did wrong. I hate my life right now.
Objection!
Wait, crap. I didn't mean to do it. Daggone it. I wasn't trying to do that. Oh my goodness.
I'm about to hate my life. If this happens again, I promise you, I'm about to crash out. Oh my goodness, I hate my life. This is what we need to do. That's what I need to do. Because I was trying to say, hey, the guy that was there was the girl. The girl did not get shot. It was the guy that got shot. That's what I was trying to say the first time. Oh my goodness. See, that's not even my fault. I knew what I was trying to say, but I didn't say it in the right way. That's on me, though. That's on me. My bad stuff. That's on me. But look, I will say this, though, chat. If I didn't mean to hit that button, I promise you I'm restarting that thing back. I'm not trying to deal with that common nonsense again. But anyway, so you're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Windybank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct? That's it, Gov. You got the picture. Yes, Nash. Yes, no questions. Let me talk to you then. And yet this photographic evidence obtained immediately after the incident clearly shows that Mr. Windybank was not holding a firearm of any description. Eh, you what? Gordon, Bennett, that ain't right.
Objection.
There could be no question that the victim's revolver was used in the incident. I would remind the court that Mr. Windybank's gun was found at the scene. Yes, but that's not the problem, though. They said that he had the gun and say, give me the gun. Give me the gun. Which would be surprising because they think that he was trying to shoot the girl. That's the problem. The two brothers think that this gun was shot at Gina, not the other way around. We know about this. Not only was it identified as the murder weapon, but it was found at the accused hand. Yeah, but why they say otherwise then? Yeah, that mall tooler used the victim's own gun to finish him off. Give me that gun. Bam. Kind of thing.
Hold it.
Let me talk to you though. Let me talk to you. Stay exactly where you are, right there. Eh? If the crime had taken place as you so colorfully described it in your testimony, it would give rise to an undeniable and significant inconsistency in the final moments you just acted out. Goodness. Are you sure, counsel? Yeah, because let me explain to you something. He's laid in a different way. He's laid that way. If that was the case, he would have been this way, not that way. He was shot from behind. He was shot from behind. Or it would have to be another way around where they you know what I'm saying, do some other weird stuff with it, you know what I'm saying? But goodness, are you sure, counsel? You intrigue me, my learned friend. But let me see some evidence to support your claim. Bro, that was the evidence! What do you mean? Where is the proof that demonstrates this inconsistency in the witness's portrayal of the victim's final moment? Well, let me talk to you. Look.
Take that.
According to their testimony, the witnesses claim to have heard a shout of "Give me that gun," followed by the gunshot. Which means if that was the case and they grabbed the gun, that means they grabbed it from the front of it and then shot. But no, it ain't like that. Indeed, with the two events happening almost simultaneously, or so we are led to believe. Yes, that's right. Now, if that testimony is true, it would mean the moment of death, the victim and his attacker would have been facing each other. However, in the autopsy report, it clearly states that the victim died instantly after being shot from behind. There you go. It's not the way that they see it. Ah, congratulations. So as I stated before, there is an undeniable inconsistency in your testimony, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. Yeah, God. Let me talk to you. But it's God's honest truth. Well, let me tell you, hey, guess what? It's a whole bunch of cap is what that is. You're smoking on some cap right there. On some copium. That's what he's smoking on. You're cooked.
It is, Nash. It is. Winnie was shot that night. The shopkeeper had a gun in his hand. We saw it with our own bleeding eyes.
Did I hear you just right just now? You actually saw Mr. Windybank holding a gun?
Something like that might have slipped out.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have all just heard the admission by these two witnesses that on the night in question, they actually saw with their own eyes the victim wielding a gun. Which could only mean that despite their testimony to the contrary, the Smokin brothers must have encountered the victim in person.
Nash.
I don't know if it's gonna be like a Wario and Waluigi thing. Order. Order. Order in the court. Witnesses, explain yourself at once.
Well, the thing is, it weren't supposed to,
It would seem that my previous warning fell on deaf ears. I made it quite clear that false witnesses would be the death of you. Am I to understand that you replaced the untruths of your original testimony with renewed lies?
Ever so sorry, Governor. The truth is, we, cut it out, Nash. Cut it out. If we blab now, you'll know what he'll do to us.
He? What are you talking about? Hey, he's gonna die. They're gonna die immediately. Let me make your position here perfectly clear. You will talk. There is no other option available to you.
I don't want to die to nobody, man. I'm not trying to get cooked here, man. Where's the Smokin brothers? Bruh, come on, the game's up. But whatever, guns for garters.
In case it quite hasn't sunk in yet, no matter how hard you try to hide it, the truth will come out. On the night in question, it is now apparent that you brothers met face to face with the victim. I demand that you testify again to explain the precise circumstances under which this meeting took place.
Well, do we have to? We ain't trying to die.
I didn't even see that message. Oh, I didn't see that message. My bad. I did not see that message. I'm sorry. I did not see that message. I couldn't see that message for some weird reason. I had to answer that. Okay, there we go. Do we have to? On pain of death, I suggest you make yourself fully aware that this is your very last chance to tell the truth. We're locked in. Encounter with the victim. Let's talk about it.
Alright, so we just got inside the gaff and heaved a sigh of relief when the geezer showed his mug.
Hold up. He says, why does Rico and Nash remind me of Mario and Luigi from New York? Funny thing is, you actually could say that. If they were villains, I could actually see that. That's what I was thinking, Wario and Waluigi, if they had the red and green on. I'd actually want to be mad about that. That's funny thing about this, that they look like that.
Give me that gun, he bellowed. And then he flew at us like he was possessed and thought we had it. For an old geezer, the bloke was strong as an ox. He took me over the counter. I pulled me gun on him and then legged it through the door to the back room. We never had anything to do with killing him. That what happened, I swear.
Okay, that seems a little suspicious. So you're now telling us that the moment before the victim was killed in the storeroom, you in fact encountered him in the main part of the shop.
Well, yeah. So sorry.
Well, we find ourselves at an interesting juncture. This changes matters considerably.
But honest, Governor, this time, we ain't got nothing more to hide.
Very well, counsel for the defense. You may proceed with your cross-examination. Yes, my lord. This is it. The moment I've been waiting for. Bro, I'm about to press that last option. That last thing he just said, bro. That's the most obvious thing I'm gonna cap on. He ain't capping that much. Man, no one care about this. Man, no one care. No one care. Get that out. Man, we don't care about that. We don't care about that. We gonna press that fifth statement that you just said. And we don't need to talk about that.
Hold it!
Bring that over here. I'm talking to you. You say you had nothing to do with it?
Nothing at all. Nothing, Gov. Nothing. The old geezer went and shut himself in the back room, didn't he? Locked it was from the inside. We knew it was, because we tried to open it. But it's a decent door, that one. Good and strong. Wouldn't budge an inch.
So in the end, the situation remains unchanged. Inside the storeroom with the pawnbroker, there was only one other person. The sole person who could have possibly have shot the victim, the accused, Miss Gina Lestrade. Okay, I want to know when she get in. When did she get in? Because it was at the one time, right? So it was at the they said they both came at like 1:30ish or something like that, right? Let me take the photos real quick. She came at 1 a.m. That's when the brothers came in. So what happened? So she had the gun at first. So what happened after the gun exchange? Because straight up, the brothers came and he had the gun, unless like something happened. But they said they saw the victim was going to shoot. So what happened, bro? We gotta see what happened there. It would indeed appear so. What say you to that, counsel? I don't know. Was there anyone else apart from Gina who could have possibly shot Mr. Windybank? There could have been. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin.
Eh? What? What's that look for?
From the moment you admitted that you encountered the victim face to face that night, the course of this trial changed completely. Oh my goodness, my tongue is having a good day.
It did?
What is your point, my learned friend? The question we must answer is, who could have shot Mr. Windybank? And it is the belief of the defense that the defendant is not the only possible answer at all. You have my attention. In the case, let's return to this plan of premise, or the premises, the plan of the premises. The victim was killed in the storeroom, which was locked from the inside. There. Those are facts, so pray, what other possible answer to the question of who shot the man could there be?
Well, let me tell you, man.
It could be anywhere. Counsel, you must now provide answers to the court in respect of two conundrums. Two, my lord. Twice as many chances to be right, maybe. Crap. My ear is itching, my bad, my ear is itching. My ear is itching. It is itching a lot, my bad. Indeed, namely, you're kinda cooked if you don't say the right answer. From what location did the culprit shoot the victim? And furthermore, where was the victim at that time? Well, the victim was inside the thing. But like, the thing is, like, do I say that, oh, they're outside the, thing? I'm gonna assume that they want me to say, like, are you alright, Bruno? Okay, so what I'm assuming, Chad, what I'm assuming is that they want me to say, oh, outside this place right here. And he just says, okay, boom, and then runs away. Or they want me to say over here-ish. But even then, that's a little far range to be in. I'm going to assume that he was like right outside here. So whatever is right here, I'm going to just say right here-ish. But he said the door was locked though. That's the only thing that gets me confused. Like, unless, like, he said, you know what? Let me just shoot right through the door. But that's the problem. It's not like there was a bullet hole through the door or nothing, so... I'm gonna assume, like, they did it way before the door was even locked. Okay, are you alright, Bruno? I'm not entirely sure, but there's only one thing I am sure about. If I can prove that there's a credible new alternative to what happened, it would change Gina's prospects hugely. So wasn't there people at the door? Actually, let me check. Let's actually check, actually. Wait, was it? I mean, there is that thing right there where you open the key and stuff. There is that thing. Now, I don't know if there's like, well, I'm assuming, like, if you're talking about, like, the key people, like, right here, he could have, but I ain't gonna lie. That's gotta, actually, you know what? This is great. This is Ace Attorney, bro. They do any nonsense out there to get away with it. They do any nonsense to get away with it. So I can't be mad about that. But I guess if they did lock the door somehow, and then that happened. You know what? That is fair. You know what? I'm just gonna, like I said, I was always gonna press, like I said, I'm either gonna press, not press, but I'm either gonna say it's this right here, which obviously I was gonna pick in the first place. Said, is there a way for to open the door? Like that? They could have opened the door and then closed it. Yeah, but wasn't it locked though? Didn't they say it was locked though? That's the problem though. But like I said, now because they said they closed it locked, unless the brothers are lying though. I'm gonna say this regardless. And if it ain't this, I'm gonna say here-ish. But even then, it would make no sense to be that far away. I'm just gonna say it was right here. That's like the best option I could go. And the victim was right here still. But like, we'll just see how it goes. So now, time for some clarity. Show the court on this plan the answers to the question posed by his lordship. If you believe someone else could have killed the victim, indicate where it's gonna fire the gun from. I'll for sure save it just in case the game does me dirty. But I know what I'm trying to go to. This.
Take that!
The defense believes that the culprit could have shot the victim from this location here. This man's smoking on that good weed. I need that. And in the answer to the second question, assuming the culprit fired from the location indicated, where was the victim at that time? Right here.
Take that!
I thought they were gonna do it the other way. I thought they were gonna do it the other way. What's your answer in the fact shows is that your own position is absurd as though you have indicated on the plan. What are you saying? Lord Van Teeks is saying, counsel, that your answers are clearly flawed. I was trying to... Oh my goodness. Bro, are you serious? Like, I'm trying to say the guy was around here and shot him right here. Do I got to be precisely right with this victim thing? Or do they want me to say it was far away over here? I'm gonna assume they want me to say right here-ish. So I don't... Okay, let me just see it again. Maybe that might be a problem. So the questions are, from where did the culprit shoot the victim and where the victim was at the time? Well, I don't see why we can't show them someone other than Jenny could have done in the storeroom, don't you? Do you? Yeah, that's right. The way I'm looking at it. I suppose someone other than Jenny in the storeroom. What's the best move here? Should I try again or gather more information first? Give it... Amazon, I don't need you! Stop. Amazon, stop coming out here, bro. I'm not trying to look at on Amazon. I'm supposed to be texting my mom. Dang. Alright. Give it a try again, right? Alright. Maybe I didn't make it out to a right spot. Give me a second. The defense would like to point out location again. Alright. Well, you appear to be glutton for punishment. So now, time for some clarity. Alright, yep, I get it. Alright. And I'm gonna assume, like, right here-ish. Because the only way I can see is either here, and if it's greatest attorney crap, they want me to say over some dumb nonsense like over here or something. But even then, the door ain't even... Oh, I'm good. Okay. I'm gonna say this. So around here-ish. Let me say around here-ish.
Take that!
Alright. Can I say like around here's maybe? It had to be precisely perfect! What are we doing? Whatever, bro. You got it. That's exactly what I was trying to say the first time. Where he shot him through the key door thing. But they said, yeah, no, you were a little too close to the middle. You gotta move it back a little bit. Whatever, we balling though. The culprit shot the victim from outside the storeroom. That's what I was trying to say the first time. Continue. Mr. Whitneybank died instantly from a bullet wound in his back. And it makes sense that he was probably trying to look at the, you know how I'm saying, the victim. Not the victim, but the defendant. A little far away from here, but it's okay. We balled it. It's alright, I understand. That you might not understand this. You might not got the brain cell to understand it, but it's okay. Let me talk to you now. Looking at the state of the blood on the storeroom floor, it doesn't appear that the body was moved after death. Which tells us that he was certainly shot while he was in the storeroom, which is fair. We can agree with that, right? However, the crucial point is, where was the shooter when the fatal bullet was fired? So you are adamant that the shot was fired from outside the storeroom. Well, according to the Skulkin brothers' earlier testimony, I pulled me gun on him and then legged it through that door in the back room. If Mr. Windybank ran away through the door, we have to assume that the door was open at that time. Ah! It was at precisely that moment when the victim was fleeing for his life that these brothers had the opportunity to shoot the man in the back once he was inside the storeroom. Nah! Gah! Come to think of it, do you remember what the prosecutor said at the start of the trial? Moving on to the findings of Scotland Yard's coroner, his report states that the bullet entered the body on a rising diagonal trajectory. It means the victim was likely shot by someone significantly shorter in height than himself. Which could have been you, Ringo. Unless you want to tell us another person that did it. Poor man, shot while he was running as fast as he could to safety. Ah, of course. He would have been leaning forward as he was running away. So even if the bullet fired horizontally, it would still have entered his body on an upward trajectory. So the culprit isn't necessarily so much shorter than Mr. Windybank.
Objection!
I'm sure my learned friend can't have forgotten. Go ahead. That the storeroom door was found closed and locked from the inside. Okay. You claim the victim was shot as he fled into the room. Do you also claim his corpse was dexterous enough to turn the key in the lock? But what if someone locked the door? Yes, there's someone else who could have who could have locked the storeroom door. There we go. Is that so? Dude, are you dumb? It was are you stupid? The defendant, you dumb. What do you mean, who else could it have been? You're the one who's trying to get her out. How do you not know the only person that was out there is literally this? My bad. This girl right here. Like, are we dumb? Are we playing stupid? Like, dang. I didn't know you were that dumb. Like, dang. Very well then, counsel. Present your hypothesis to the court. In the scenario just described, the defense's assertion is that the victim was shot from outside the storeroom. In which case, who shut and locked the storeroom door from the inside? Dude, Gina. It shouldn't be rocket science. Obviously, the person who locked the door was the only other person inside the storeroom at all times. Like, come on, huh? The defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade.
Objection!
That's absurd. How's it absurd? She's the only person who could have locked the door that's inside. That's not the guy. Who else was going to be? Either him or it's going to be her. Come on now. Just suggested that the accused deliberately engineered the sealed room. For what possible reason? Such action would only serve to tighten the noose around her neck. Maybe because she didn't want to get shot, maybe? Maybe she said, oh, gun? Oh yeah, we need to run away. What else? I'm inclined to agree, I must say. Well, counsel? What's on to you? Oh yes, that's a tricky one, that. Is it? Bro, it's not tricky! Half-baked notions have no place in my courtroom, counsel. Remember that, please. But of course Jenny would have locked the door. It almost goes without saying, doesn't it? Exactly, because she would have been shot! Like, what the heck? Bro, she would have been killed if she didn't close the door and locked it. It does? Well, if I was Jenny in that situation, I know I would have locked the door as quick as I could. I mean, those two burglars had just fired a gun in her direction, hadn't they? Oh yes, obviously. Before the two brothers arrived, Miss Lestrade and Mr. Windybank were in their storeroom together. Now, I don't know what went on between them at that time, but at some point, Mr. Windybank must have heard the intruders breaking into the shop and left the storeroom. Intruders? Eh? That's us, bruv. If your theory is correct, that would leave the accused alone into the storeroom. Yes, it would. Then, probably only moments later, the victims fled back. Well, the victim fled back through the storeroom door, hoping to escape danger. Which is fair. Hidden back by the bullet, Mr. Windybank fell onto the floor where he was, just inside the storeroom. What we have to ask ourselves now is, what would the defendant have done in that moment? I see where you're going with this. Outside the storeroom was a terrifying killer who had just murdered Mr. Windybank. As soon as the thought struck Miss Lestrade, she slammed the door shut and locked it, in order to save her own life. Come on. Come on. But I mean, we ain't the ones who done it. Then who else did it then? Who else was at that store? If no one else is at that store, you're taking the blame. You better tell the truth. You better tell that truth. I ain't playing with you. We ain't Guff. We ain't. You gotta believe us. I mean, come on. We never shoot no one. Jury number 2 would like to have some words with you. She would like to have some words with you, because she would think you're immensely capping.
Objection!
That's blatantly untrue. I know for a fact that you would. Because before my own eyes, you shot Mr. Herlock Sholmes. There's only one logical conclusion here. Mr. Stolkin, you brothers had every opportunity to have been the true perpetrators of Mr. Windybank's murder. Nah. Sound like Waluigi's warrior, like, wah. But where does it leave us? You mean to say it wasn't a pickpocket who shot the pawnbroker after all? I should have known it was those 3 brothers. They look shady as the discourse. Dang, they said 3. Dang, good stuff. That was amazing, Bruno. All the members of the jury seem to be firmly on your side now. I know, first time ever, and probably the last. Well, I think you've done it. Surely they have to give you a verdict of not... An honorable effort, my learned friend. What's this now? He's laughing? You find the situation amusing, Lord Van Zeeks? I myself find the defense's argument most persuasive. Yeah, that's man out there. So he's gonna be like, yeah, I got this in the bag. I dare say, such a chicorant. I can't even say. I don't even know what the word even is. Is that like chickenery or something? But why would you say that word? Who says that? I'm sorry. I don't know no person in my friend circle that says that word. And watch Vortex go out there, look at the street, look at the word. He's like, I'm gonna say this word. But I don't know what this word is. It's the bread and butter of the street performers in your provincial Eastern nation. But such blatantly malicious conjuring tricks amount to nothing more than inexcusable pontificatory here. I don't even know what that word. See, I don't even know these words. You're getting me cooked. What? And why? What's in these weird words? The hypothesis you put forward is so ostensibly credible, credibly not, cannot, and will not stand. Because, you see, it contains a fatal flaw. A fatal flaw? What fatal flaw do you have? Do you mean to tell me? Someone 120 years ago might say that word. Honestly, you're not lying. You're not lying, Tall Booth. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I'm sorry. I can't. If I'm looking at you saying that word, I'm looking at you like you're crazy. Thank you for looking at the word for me. Thank you for looking that up for me. But like, how do people say that word? I don't even hear anyone say that word. Those two words. Yeah, thank goodness for Google. Because look, I ain't gonna lie. If Google wasn't a thing, I would have been looking at people like they were dumb. Like, bro, what are you talking about? Do you mean to tell me that you're unaware of your logic's falling or failing? I say, Lord Van Seeks, might be an idea to explain this bally conjuring trick or whatever it is to the troops on the ground. The fatal flaw in my learned friend's argument is really very simple to understand. Assuming you're not too dim-witted to count bullets. By George, count bullets! That is fair. Okay, they're not lying because this person only had one bullet. This person only fired one bullet. So the question is, the only thing I can say is they reloaded and they put one ammo in the chamber and then did it again just to say, oh yeah, they have like a little thing going on. Or unless another man came into the place, which could be I don't know, could be him, but I mean like I'm just making stuff up. I don't know, because he came for literally no reason, so I don't know. Oh dear, he noticed them. Huh? What's everyone talking about? Counsel. Yes, sir. Tell the court how many bullets were found at the scene of the crime. Supposedly 2, I think. Yeah, 2. 2 bullets. That's fair. Correct. The first, that which hit the victim on the back, ending his life. That is true. Then the second, which struck the detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, on his arrival at the scene. That is also true. Indeed. The defense presented a picture showing the damage caused by second bullet earlier in the proceedings. True. The bullet which injured Mr. Sholmes appears to have passed through his body to strike the calendar. That is true. Your lordship's understanding is correct. Furthermore, we note there are 2 firearms involved in the incident. The revolver belonging to the victim, Mr. Windybank, and the Skulkin brothers' revolver. And they each shot 1, because the other one doesn't have any more bullets after that one, and the other one is, they had 6 in it, and then they shot the one, and then it became 5 out of 6. The evidence shows that a single bullet was fired from each gun. Agreed. Unless, you know, you reload it and go from there with it, but I don't think they did that. I don't think they're smart to do that. Yes, indeed, it does. A single bullet from each. Now then, my learned friend. Go ahead. You yourself told the court only moments ago that these 2 brothers shot Mr. Herlock Sholmes right before your eyes. Yes, I did. Indeed did. I mean, to be fair, I can't say nothing. See how it is? Oh my goodness! I think you'll find that if the single bullet that was fired from the brothers' gun hit Mr. Sholmes, it means Windybank's not shot by the same gun. Stop! Only 1 bullet. Stop. Exactly. Yes, this Nipponese street performer presented an obstinately credible argument. However, it was never anything more than a diversionary trick. with no hope of staying to scrutiny. Bro, come on. Can't we just say there's another person? Order! 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 Here, take that. Pray forgive the discourtesy of flinging the dregs of this hollow nectar into the public gallery. Now you know what you are. Trash. Lord Van Zinks! But this court needs to open its eyes. The accused Miss Gina Lestrade is no ordinary little girl. Despite her young years, she can regrettably no longer be described as a juvenile. No, the person in the docks is far more law-abiding citizen. She has past ridden with criminal conduct. The truth is, the accused broke into the pawnbrokery on the night in question with loathsome intent. As we can see beyond doubt in this print, which depicts her threatening the victim with the murder weapon. Okay, yeah, but we don't know what happened after that. We don't know if he was trying to use the gun on her and she just said, no, give me the gun. No, you're gonna listen to me. Or like she was trying to get some information. He was like, no, I need information now. But I mean, she did. That is kind of incriminating though. That's kind of incriminating. Not gonna lie. And I have here in my possession one more piece of evidence that the prosecution wishes to present. That disc. I'll be taking whatever it is gilded down to the yard. Thank you very much.
No, don't! Don't give it to him! It's mine, that is, mine!
I'm sorry, miss. But anything belonging to McGilded has to be taken in evidence now. Except that coat. You can keep the coat because you kind of crashed out on that coat. Yes, that music box disc. Mr. McGilded's, music box discs. The very day before the hateful murder of Mr. Winniebank, the accused attempted to make off with this article, which clearly doesn't belong to her. Hold it though. McGilded tried to give it to her though. That's not on her. And with none of the subtlety of pickpocket, I might add, but by brute force and brazen impudence. Good gracious! Make no mistake, any sympathy for the accused on account of her years is misguided and dangerous. That's not what they did, because literally everyone was out there trying to say it's on her. So that's not what was the case. There are no depths to which this girl would not stoop if pushed. No crime she would not commit. The court forgets that fact is at its peril. I see. I think it would be prudent to take this music box disc into evidence, counsel, as a grim testament to the court.
Lord Van Zinks,
Inspector Gregson? What? Yes, Inspector.
We had a meeting yesterday at the yard with the prosecution's office and service, and I think it was agreed that the disc wouldn't be used as evidence.
What's this all about? Why is Inspector acting strangely? That's the first time he said anything to Van Zinks at all. I'm unaware of any such meeting.
But those were the instructions right from the top. The government bigwigs were insistent.
Inspector, I am the prosecutor. I alone determine how to present my case. Your warning is noted. Thank you.
We're caught, guys. I'm losing my paycheck.
The prosecution wishes to proceed with submitting this disc as evidence, my lord, and forget whatever this Greg's talking about. We don't care about him. Indeed, bailiff. The prosecution has established the accused motive, opportunity, and basis of character. Let me look at this real quick, buddy. Let me look at this. So this is from Mr. McGilded. Do we... Okay, let's examine blood because we know it's from the other guy.
Oh, Bruno, look. This is blood.
Yes, you're right. There's a small smear, but definitely blood. Oh, wait. We can determine that that's that other guy's blood. There we go. That's actually perfect, actually. Actually, I feel as though I might have noticed that before.
Haha, it's my time to shine again. I thought I'd be waiting forever. Alright, hold still with that disc, Bruno.
Can we get this done quickly, Iris?
In a flash.
A lovely bright shade again. Wait, that color. What is it, Rita? It's just that green. It's not the first time we've seen that color, is it? Yeah, that looks like straight up Sholmes blood. Wait, what the heck? Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Come back. Oh, it looks a little lighter green. That's purple. That's blue. It looks light green here. They both look light green here. Sholmes did have the disc, but the other person... I don't want to question this, but did... Okay, Okay, this looks kind of weird. Alright, there we go. There we go. There is nothing more to add. How long have my controls good for? A good amount of time, okay. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I have weighed your informed decision and rest my case. And I'm pretty sure they're all going to say, guilty, guilty, guilty. Everyone's going to just say guilty all the time. I don't believe it. I had the jury on my side for once. For all the 5 minutes. Oh dear, it wasn't even for 5 minutes, Runo. My lord. Wonder if I might say something at this point. Hey, take your time, baby, take your time. Proceed, Mr. Foreman. Been stumbling all about, in a bit of a fog up to now, if truth be told, but all of a sudden, the answer is probably obvious to me and my men. There's only one thing for certain, and I'm sure of it. Oh no. Very well, the court will hear from the jury. Ladies and gentlemen, you will present your leanings as the defendant's culpability.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Makes sense.
Guilty.
Makes sense.
Guilty.
Makes sense.
Guilty.
Makes sense.
Guilty.
Makes sense. Go ahead. Yep. Alright, we gotta do this whole summation examination crap again. We have a consensus among the jury, it seems. This just sucks. Why the heck am I getting cooked every time I play this game? I just get cooked every time. Alright, there we go. I don't think y'all should be worried about that thing. Well, looking at these, but it'll be alright. When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
That's my line. I wrote that for Hurley. How dare he uses it against us?
Don't worry, Iris. I don't think we're finished yet. There's still more to this case than we realize. There must be, because there's one thing that I'm absolutely certain of. Gina didn't shoot Mr. Windybane. That's beyond any doubt. Very well. We'll proceed with the second summation examination of the day. Mr. Foreman, are you and the other jurors ready?
Garadev's squadron is primed and ready for action, sir.
Very good. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will each explain on what grounds you have now determined the defendant to be guilty. Again. Like we always do. I mean, it's not a, hard thing to do.
Once a rogue, always a rogue, I say. They're a breed to us law-abiding citizens. As only 2 bullets were found at the scene, I would say the whole case is done and dusted.
Makes sense.
You don't need a stereoscope to see the truth here. Every which way you look at it,
it was that pickpocket. And hold on, let me look at your message because I can't see it. Okay, I'm back for a bit. Someone has to use the shower. We used the bathroom before I took a shower. Okay, no problems.
I never imagined that simple operation would cost me such grief. Guess I gotta press that one? The accused attempt a theft on the previous day. I could see I'm in for a busy day ahead.
I am ballistics expert. I have seen many shootings. There is nothing I do not know about guns. It would seem there is a little remaining room for doubt.
I have to admit, I was rather bowled over by the argument put forward by the chap in the black. But then, that fell apart like a house of cards. I thought that I'd jolly well been hoodwinked. Well, no more.
The whole courtroom is turning against me.
It's not fair, Iris. The prosecutor's being mean. Just because Jenny's done some things she shouldn't have done in the past, that doesn't make her a murderer.
Go back to the playground, kid. That sounds like a skill issue. Allow me to savor this fruity vintage while I savor the spectacle of your fruitless debate on the matter. Here's to the truth coming out, eventually. That's enough preamble. Counsel, proceed with the summation examination. I thought he was going to do it twice. My bad. Yes, my lord. Let me cook. Okay, so I said I was going to press 4. Because these two I can't say nothing against yet. I can't say nothing about 3 yet. Looks like 3 and 4 I can press, baby. So 4, I gotta press that, baby. And maybe 5. I need to press 4 and 5. I don't know about third one. I might press 4 and 5. Alright, I'm gonna press 4 and 5 real quick. I'm gonna press 4 and 5. Would you please stop muttering about things that have nothing to do with this trial, sir? The defendant's life is on the line here.
Well, the thing is, I couldn't really say that it's nothing to do with this trial, to be honest.
Huh?
I mean, there's no question that the man was shot, but the bullet simply vanished from his stomach.
Wait, what?
Wait. Actually, you're right. Hey, yo, Gregson, where the bullet at? You didn't show where the bullet's at. Did y'all do ballistics, ballistic training and stuff? Like, did y'all get the bullet? Because at least the Ace Attorney games, they actually show you the bullet. That's what they did with Manfred von Karma and stuff. Like, what are we doing here? Where's the bullet at? Actually, that's actually agreeable. Where the bullets at? And why you say nothing about the bullets? Like, why they show no bullets or nothing?
But anyway, keep it going though.
It's quite inexplicable, don't you think?
I almost don't want to ask, but this surgery you've been better about all this time, you were operating on...
What was the fellow's name now? Herlich? No. Herlock? No. Herlock?
Herlock Sholmes, yes. Herlock Sholmes, by any chance?
Yes, good lord! It was that Herlock fellow!
What? You're the surgeon that operated on Mr. Sholmes?
That's right. Using the very latest anesthesia techniques. I might add, it was a fairly major op, I could tell you.
This is crazy.
Let me see, that fellow was brought in not long after midnight, if I remember correctly. They said he'd been shot by some criminal or other, so I opened him up like a shot. But the funny thing is, I went over his side and with the fine tooth comb, didn't find the bullet anywhere.
It was always, did it go through him or like what the heck are we doing here? Okay, thank you for letting me know, sir. That's actually useful information about the bullet stuff. I would expect more from number 6 over here. Okay, oh, actually, that's a fair point. That is a fair point. That's a fair point. My bad. I'm gonna shut up. That's fair. I thought I was going slower. You're right, because it actually did hit the calendar. It did hit the calendar. But that thing went straight through. That thing went straight through, so that's fair. I thought I was doing something. You're right, my bad. Let me shut up. Let me shut up.
So I'm afraid I had to fill up the hands and just stitched the fellow back up. I hate to state the obvious, but yes. Surely that's because the bullet was still at the scene of the shooting. The counsel for the defense is correct, as it clearly shown in this photographic print, and I forgot the other guy right here that's sitting right here is stupid and just can't remember crap. The bullet was that the Skolnick brothers fired at Mr. Sholmes hit him in the stomach region, then exited his body and lodged into the shop wall, where the calendar was hanging by the door. I think you'll find it really quite simple if you just consider the problem three-dimensionally. Ha! Who do you think I am, son? Well, jury number 4 is about the best I can do. As soon as I saw the wound on the man's stomach, I flipped him over. Like a pancake? Are you saying that you checked his back? Of course I did. And there was a single trace of injury, not a sign that the bullet had left the body at all. That is actually weird. So you're telling me that you went to check the wound, and then the wound was like, nope. Okay, Mr. Gun Ballistic Expert, I might have to press you, buddy. I might have to press you, or I might have to go out there. Whatever happens, happens. That is ridiculous. What? That's the point. The only logical conclusion was that the bullet was still somewhere inside the man's inwards, which is exactly why I said about slicing him up. And I'm still none the wiser even now. How many times do I have to say it? Can someone explain how it happened? Can someone please solve the mystery? It's almost as much as a mystery as how this jury was put together. Alright, let me see. No. 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 You two, y'all should be talking to each other. Y'all two talk to each other? Because y'all know about guns. Those two statements clearly contradict the idea that all I do is pit jurors against each other. Oh, a ballistics expert! I need him! Pitting. P-I-T-T. On the night in question, Mr. Sholmes was shot by one of the Skolnick brothers. That much is true, right? Yeah, I will walk back and forth. I will look cool with it, though. I got that sword, and I'm surprised I got that sword with me, though. The katana sword, whatever you want to call it. I'm doing my thing with it, though. But let me talk to y'all. But since there was no sign of exit wound on his back, we must assume the bullet didn't pass through him. However, no bullet was found lodged into Mr. Sholmes' body either, furthermore. A bullet was found lodged into the wall of the shop where Mr. Sholmes was shot. Juror number 6. Hello, my name is Violin. Pleased to meet you. Ain't you the guy that was literally in the case? Not in the case, but like we saw your face in the case, like case 2, and they were talking about some terrorists. Why is he even here? But hey, we're glad that you're a guns ballistic expert, though. You're gonna help the case out a lot better. We're gonna explain the case a lot better for me, and put this thing right here so I can see it. There we go. Sorry, do you see the because YouTube was acting dumb for some reason. There we go. This is a apparent contradiction in the facts that is so clearly troubling juror number 4. Are you able to explain the mystery? I have seen very similar situations in the motherland. It was night. There was blizzard. I was running away, long mountain road and freezing cold. Golly. The snow was piling high on both sides of the road. It was very narrow and dangerous. My pursuers had hunting rifles, and they were on dog sleds. Mental note, don't ask too many questions. I was shot from behind, and I fell down into snow. And this situation was very similar to what I hear today from doctor. They could not find bullet in my body, and no sign of, how do you say, exit wound? Then where did the bullet go? Bullets never hit me. Well, if it ain't ever hit you, Why'd you fall down?
Bullet hit frozen wall of ice, very close to my side.
What?
One small piece, very sharp, broke away from lump of ice and pierced my body. It made a deep wound that looks like just a bullet wound.
Good gracious!
Of course, a piece of ice quickly melted inside me, and that is a solution to mysterious mystery of disappearing bullet.
But that doesn't answer the question at all! The shooting happened at the pawnbroker's shop. Not in some snowy mountain road in another country.
Just an idea, but we might not be looking exactly the same scenario here.
Bruno, where exactly was Hurley shot at again?
Well, according to the report, in his stomach. Sort of around this area, I think.
Well, that's precisely where he always wears a little pouch on his belt.
A pouch? Actually, I might have actually done something like that.
Yes, a pouch. It's where he keeps his 3 glass vials of dangerous chemicals that he uses in investigations.
What? Really?
Really?
Doctor, where's the pouch Mr. Schultz was wearing?
Well, the fellow had nothing like that on his person when we arrived at the hospital, as far as I remember.
If I may, Lord Van Zeeks, while I realize it is forbidden for the prosecution to interject during a summation examination, I should inform the defense that I have the pouch in question in the antechamber outside the courtroom. Sorry? As I understand it, when the police arrived on this scene and found Mr. Sholmes injured, they removed the pouch in order to assess the wound.
Ah, thank goodness! I thought I was getting forgetful for a moment.
Since then, it has been in my safekeeping along with all other evidence related to the case. I can personally vouch for the fact that it has not been touched since the incident occurred. Very well. While extremely unconventional during a summation examination, I must demand the prosecution present the item in question with all speed. Bring forth Mr. Herlock Sholmes' pouch. I see. So this is the pouch worn by Mr. Sholmes on the night in question, is it? Look at it, that. One of the files is broken and the leather around it is scorched black. It's almost as if the file exploded. Exploded? So, that night, the bullet from the Stoker brothers' gun struck Mr. Sholmes' pouch. And it was the glass file exploding that caused the fellow's injury. This bullet did not penetrate the victim, but was deflected into wall of shop.
Dang, like, how strong is that file then? Like, what does that thing usually do? If it's that strong.
A delightfully complex aroma. Well, it would appear one mystery has been solved at least. Though it has no bearing on the truth of this case. The bludgeoning and burgling brothers shot the detective, and the accused shot the pawnbroker. The pertinent fact of the case remains unaltered.
But at least the mystery is solved. I can sleep easy tonight.
Thank you, young man. Thank you very much. Very much. Glad I can help. Due to its bearing on the conundrum just solved, the court will sequester this scruffy pouch as evidence.
Hurley's pouch isn't scruffy.
Alright. Now, the summation examination. It would appear the defense is somewhat struggling to alter opinion. Please, my lord. A little more time. After all, that's a new piece of evidence. It could be a valuable clue. And you couldn't afford to overlook anything here, Ryunosuke. Crap, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's look at that. Oh, look! There's a hole here in the back. It doesn't look like much of a bullet hole, but clearly something ripped through the leather with great force. Something must have pierced it somehow to have left this hole behind. Yes, it looks that way. Mr. Sholmes and his pouch both took a beating, didn't they? Are you serious? Bro, it's right there! Oh, brother, do they want me to just hit this? It's really scorched badly just here. Oh, the strap is broken, look! That must be where the bullet hit then. Let me see. What the? Iris, look! Behind where the broken file was, do you see it? Ah, that's the Skulker Brothers bullet. What a stroke of luck that it hit his pouch. This is an amazing discovery. What this means is, there was 3 bullets fired at Winnie Banks that night. We found exactly what the jurors were talking about. The 3rd bullet. It's time to press that juror again, I think. Indeed we have. Because I ain't gonna lie. I think it's ridiculous. I think we're good for right now. So their bullet is here. Let me just see. Let's just press it real quick. This is the bullet that was fired from Skulker Brothers' gun on the night incident. Yeah, so it turns out they actually never entered Hurley's body at all. Thanks to the thick leather of that pouch he was wearing, it saved him. Eh, Hurley's always lucky like that. Well, considering what he had to go through in the hospital, I wonder how lucky he really was. Oh dear, poor Hurley. Yeah, alright, let's go. There's still another way to turn this around somehow. I'm sure of it. Okay, Hey, ma'am, can I talk to you real quick? Sure, there was only 2 bullets, but... Oh, I forgot. I can't say objection! I can't do that dumb nonsense. Let me just, Hold it. It's the number of bullets that has you convinced? Only 2 bullets were fired, and the 2 guns that fired them were examined by the police. When the parlor maid asks me how many are invited for dinner, I always tell her to count the table settings. Well, that's logical, I suppose. Although, yes, sometimes after dining, crockery does go missing. 1 or 2 guests rather like the fine china. Does your employer dine with thieves? So I suppose if there was another bullet somewhere of which we were unaware, I'd have to reconsider my position. There are bullets somewhere to see. Could that be possible? I can prove it. I can prove it. Allow me to show you then. The 3rd bullet. It's called the 3rd bullet. It's called the 3rd bullet. There you go. Here it is. We discovered it just now. Yes, on the night in question in Winnie Banks' pawnbrokery, another bullet was fired. I thought they were going to say in Mr. Winnie Banks' place, but hey, they just said in Winnie Banks. So hey, I'm okay with that. I thought he was going to be more polite with it.
Hold it!
What is this new trickery, you Nipponese conjurer? No, we're not doing that. Because guess what? That evidence was in your thing. It was in your hands. You had it. You can't cap about it. Where did you find that bullet? It was lodged inside Mr. Sholmes' pouch. You can actually look at it yourself. What? Yeah, man, that's a shame. You just forgot that you had that there, didn't you? You didn't even look at the evidence. If you actually looked at it, you actually could have gotten a chance to cook. This pouch was removed from around Mr. Sholmes' waist before he was taken to the hospital. And since then, it was been touched by no one, as you clearly stated, because you said you made sure no one touched it. And unless you're a liar, yeah, I can't see anyone else doing it. Do you mean to say that the shot fired by the Skulker Brothers that night? Yes, as your lordship has surmised, it hit this pouch. But that makes no sense whatsoever. Well, look, man, I can't help that, man. I got the brains. I got the brains. I got the knowledge. I got all that stuff, man. Look, it's a Friday night. Look, I'm cooking. It's my turn to cook. It's a Friday night. Everyone knows what I'm doing here. They know I'm like that. But let's talk about it. Excuse me. We already know where the whereabouts of the bullet fired at Mr. Sholmes. It was clearly visible in the photographic print. I'm sorry to rain on your parade, sir, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you something real quick. That thing is unknown still. We thought it was Sholmes' blood because he shot it. But what if it was? What if it was the gentleman right here? What if it's him? Because guess what? Because look, we have evidence. We have evidence on deck now. I know it's him now. Because look, he got blood on that. And they're both the same color. It's him. I'm saying it's him. I put my money on it, bro. I'll put my wallet on that thing. It's his daggone blood. Look at that thing. The same color. Because look, got the purple. Got the blue. We got the answer solved. Come on. Yeah, it's clear to see that photographic print. We know that, though. Two guns fired from this scene have already been submitted to the court record as evidence. Yes, that of Mr. Windybanks and that belonging to the Spoken brothers. An examination of both guns revealed that only a single bullet had been fired from each. So congratulations, you were out there talking about that. Yeah, single bullet has been used. Only a single bullet is used. That means another gun was in play. Ah, congratulations. But that must mean... That's right. We now know that on the night in question, 3 bullets were fired. However, only 2 bullets were fired from the guns recovered from the crime scene. And until that incontrovertible inconsistency is somehow explained, we cannot and must not pass judgment. Oh yeah, congratulations. Yeah, now you understand. There's 3 bullets, and the thing about it is, you could actually help out with that. Order. Order. And order in the court. While this summation examination remains incomplete, the court has been presented with new facts. Facts that would appear to shake the very foundations upon which the case against the defendant has been built. And the funny thing about it is, if this dude right here actually zipped his lips and didn't say nothing about it, we would have lost. What do I have to say? Oh man, hey, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. In regards to you, thank you, sir. Thank you. I'll tip my hat off to you, but I don't have my hat. But I will tip off this game right here to you. There you go. I'll tip that game off to you. I rest my case, Your Honor. As it is my prerogative in this situation, I hereby temporarily suspend the summation examination. By Jupiter! What? The judge just said, wait a minute. I'm gonna cook right here. The judge said, I'm gonna cook. I don't care about these other guys saying. Bailiff, bring the witnesses back to the stand at once. That is actually the most fast at first. The judge actually said, you know what? I don't care what anyone says. I'm looking at this case. He really said, I'm the head now. I'm the head chief now. Witnesses.
Governor.
Were you listening to the proceedings while the defense carried out the summation examination?
We was, Governor, we was.
Perhaps we can dispense with the tedious preamble. Simply answer this one question. A 3rd bullet has been identified at the scene of the crime. What do you make of that?
Make of it, Governor? I don't make nothing of nothing.
Is it one of yours?
Gorblimey, Gov. Gorblimey. Not a chance.
In that case, did you have an accomplice?
What? What? Never. The Skulker brothers work alone. It's the 2 of us. That's our trademark.
How so we forget poor Sulky? Only 2 of the bullets from the crime scene originated from the firearms. We have an evidence. The third bullet was fired from another gun. Where is it?
Lummy, that's an head scratcher.
Counsel for the defense. Yes? What can I say? I should like to hear your thoughts regarding these new developments. Indeed. The third bullet, and the mysterious missing firearm from whence it came.
Yeah, can I ask a question?
Can we just... Okay, we got the same blood for this, so if we know what this one is, we're good. I know it's that other dude. I think I'm starting to form a picture of what really happened that night. My lord, I think it's clearly what the third bullet tells about the Skulkin brothers. I don't know if it's gonna mess me up or not. I don't know. Did I hear something? Oh, no, give me a second. I think I hear something. Give me a second. Okay, y'all give me a second. Let me make sure it was out there. But I'll probably go pick one or the other. I don't know. I'm gonna assume because here it comes. But yeah. They had a secret accomplice though. Let's just get that out the way. That's the best thing I could say. On the night at Wendy Bake's pawnbrokery, the brothers must have been working with a third man. The witnesses are clearly doing their best to cover up the existence of this accomplice. But the evidence all points to the fact that there was someone else present. Someone carrying a gun.
Objection!
Go ahead. An accomplice, you say? Pig squirrel. Okay, then explain the third bullet then. Explain the third bullet. Unless you prove that the third bullet was something else, you're kind of cooked here, buddy. You're not doing that. These protracted proceedings have already forced us to endure 2 summation examinations. Yet in all of that time, yeah, exactly. And the only one I could think of is this guy here, because he's the only one that is, you know, out here that's we're supposed to know about. And plus, he's the only dude who literally has blood on this right here, which is the exact same blood. Hold up, my bad. Give me the. Oh my game. Which this thing and this is the same thing. They got the same color blood, which is why I was confused. Because at first I was like, okay, yeah, this got to be Sholmes' blood, but no, it wasn't Sholmes' blood. Then you got the same thing, which is the green thing, which is literally, and that's literally Egert Benedict's blood, or if that's supposedly his name. Because he got that little AG thing, which is kind of, the initials kind of crazy to me, but yeah. No, this stuff, he can't be saying nothing. He's kind of cooked here. Yet in all that time, there hasn't been a murmur of a third man. This apparently Ralph-like being exists. The court must be shown hard evidence. Without it,
the fantasy will be crushed. Dude, it's obvious. We can go out there and talk about it as much as we want. It's the daggone blood samples. I've already mentioned it. I showed it. The prosecution demands answers on 2 counts. Firstly, proof, evidence that this accomplice was ever at the scene of the crime. Indeed he was. And secondly, the identity of this spurious character. That's Egert Benedict. We know who it is. The Skulkins are lying. I know that. But how can I ascertain the identity of the person they're hiding? Whoa, counsel. Go ahead. I already got the answers. I'm supposed to prove the existence of this accomplice. In response to the prosecution's demands, my lord, the defense is ready to present answers. Defense is ready. I believe I can provide all the answers the prosecution demands. So, my Nipponese friend, despite the swimming eyes, you seem to think you have something to say. This promises to be interesting. I have to push forward now. There's no other option now. I need to use everything. Can I wait? Check me. There we go. I'm going to use every single piece of evidence available to me if I want to make a difference. In that case, counsel, I would ask that you present the evidence without delay. On the 9th question, in the moments leading up to the death of the victim, what proof have you there is a third intruder at the thing? Okay, I'm assuming I can just press that.
Take that!
The evidence is right here, in this portfolio. By Jove, that portfolio, is it? Do you expect the court to rifle through your papers itself? Be more specific. The first sample you actually see in the thing, not the calendar, dum-dum. If you want to play dumb, you claim one of those blood samples proves the presence of this third intruder, but which one is it?
Take that!
The first one, obviously. What am I looking at here? This appears to be some green paint, or such like, around the bullet hole in the middle of the calendar. That's a blood stain, my lord. A blood stain? Green blood? Curious, even for you. It's court to understand that the intruder was some inhuman creature. It's something developed by Mr. Herlock Sholmes. I think you know him. By the great detective! New invention, stop. Not yet appeared in story, stop. It's this, you see. It doesn't have a name yet, though. This fogger sprays a chemical that reacts into the different elements in people's blood to change its colors. Different elements of people's blood? Yes, everyone has blood slightly different, you see, because it's made up of different elements. So by seeing what color it changes to, you can tell in a flash whose blood it is. Oh, that brings a whole extra dimension to looking at blood. Talk of blood in the courtroom, stop. Very exciting, stop. Oh, she's out there tapping things. As an example, this one shows the blood of the victim, Mr. Wittybank. Ah, a striking blue. Yes, so you see, the green color of this blood stain on the calendar shows us that someone was shot in the main part of the shop. Now hold your fire there, young man. Could be some unrelated incident, couldn't it? No, it's not unrelated because someone shot the calendar. So yeah. How about you sit back down? Sit back down and talk about your war stories. The date shown on the calendar is the date on which Mr. Wittybank was killed. By golly! Therefore, we can assume that whoever was shot was on the same day. Then whose blood is it? Well, the Skulker brothers in the stand don't appear to be suffering from any gunshot injuries, which means it must be the possible blood of someone else, the third intruder.
Objection!
Whose identity the court is still waiting to hear. You
cannot delay this any longer, my learned friend. Dude, I already know who it is. Can you calm down so I can tell you who it is? Who is this alleged third intruder? Congratulations, this guy here. The man's name is Egbert Benedict. Egbert Benedict? Who on earth are you talking about, Counsel? He paid a visit to Windybank's pawnbrokery on the afternoon before the incident took place, when the accused attempted to deceive the pawnbroker into releasing this article into her possession. That's right. The man identified by the defense, Mr. Egbert Benedict, then attempted to take the article from the defendant by force. Broker. Yes, sir. I believe this filthy pocket thief has just redeemed an article from you, no? Yes, the article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once. Now that's a lie. What are you trying to pull? And that's why I knew he was lying, though. Because if the girl does this, you know she ain't lying. Give me back my overcoat, you wastrel. And needless to say, any music box discs too. Inspector Gregson was there at the time and can attest to what happened. In the end, it was the inspector himself who took the disc. Can you corroborate this account, Inspector? Yes, my lord. That's more or less what happened. In the interest of being thorough, I asked Windybank for a print showing the fellow. Taken from one of his red-handed recorder business. Yeah, that's him. Talked to Mr. Windybank that morning. And you claim this man is the brother's accomplices? Well, Mr. Skulkin? Yeah. Never seen a geese before in me life. On me life, Guff. On me life. Never seen him. Well, somewhat unsurprisingly, it appears our witnesses disagree with the assertion. I'm sure your lordship recalls my learned Japanese friend's actual assertion, which was that he could prove the identity of the alleged accomplice. Yes, and I can. Then show us the evidence! I agree. We must see the proof that the clean-cut gentleman in the photograph is the filthy criminal you say he is. Can we just get the blood? Can we just talk about the blood? Can we just present it? This is the last piece of evidence. I've had a feeling that something has been missing from the trial from the start. But now, I'm going to drag it, kicking and screaming, into the court. Are you ready to present your answer to the court, then, counsel? Yes, my lord. The defense will present the evidence now.
Take that!
That proof is right here in this portfolio. Good gracious, counsel. Does that portfolio contain the answers to every question posed? Congratulations, it does. It does. He's like, I see you're sharing my interest in claret-colored liquids, my Japanese friend, but... Go ahead. Enough. The court demands to see further evidence. Which blood sample proves the man you identified as the one shot by the third bullet? That's right here.
Take that!
Because it's the exact same blood. As I mentioned before, on the afternoon on the day in question, and how long have I been streaming this game for? 3 hours? I'm about to stream more. The defendant attempted, deceitfully, admittedly, to reclaim this disc from Windybank. Which is when the aforementioned Egbert Benedict appeared on the scene, I believe. This man then attempted to purloin the article from the defendant's possession, no? That's correct, my lord. I myself was present at that time. It was following this that a minor incident occurred. But of course, sir, here's the disc for you. Very well. Then I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style. Wait a minute, that disc!
It's mine! Ah! What do you think you're doing, you little tramp? You've drawn blood, you filthy animal! Being a music box disc, it has countless small but sharp metal protrusions over its surface. Its protrusions cause Mr. Benedict's finger to bleed. And the results smear of blood is still visible on the disc now. Good goodness, a bloodstain, is it? My assistant and I have just analyzed the bloodstain here in this very courtroom. Using my trusty fogger gun. Yes, and we added the results to this portfolio. I say, it's green. It's exactly the same color as the blood around the calendar. The evidence is conclusive. The man calling himself Mr. Edgar Benedict, who was in Mr. Windybake's earlier in the day, is the accomplice who was present at the scene of the crime that same night. Oh wait, who are you talking to? I was rolling out of here. My lord, it is the opinion of the defense. Let me talk. That Mr. Edgar Benedict should be summoned to the courtroom to testify. It would certainly seem that we could ill afford to ignore this gentleman's apparent appearance,
Objection!
or apparent presence. This has gone on long enough now, this flagrant ignorance of the mechanics of law. Bro, are you mad that I did the cops' job better than yours did? Harlock Sholmes, you say? Yes, I've heard the name. The protagonist in a series of short stories for the vulgar classes. A god of detection of some such. But, and now you employ chemical substances devised by this fantastical persona in the highest court of the land? Do you expect us to take you seriously? The samples made by this plaything are not fit to be called evidence. Yes there is. Because that's what, you can examine and see which one is which. You dum-dum. Maybe you might not know about it though. So the bloodstains turned to a shade of green. What of it? Here's that you successfully proving that no other blood in the other world would turn the same color. Well, you ain't gotta show your boot though. And pray, do not even think of suggesting that we should take Mr. Sholmes' word for it. Bro, it's okay to go out there. Okay then, here's what I want you to do. Go out there and bleed. Go ahead and bleed real quick. Go ahead and then, all right. Let me scratch your finger real quick. Boom. Put some blood up there. Test it. Boom. And see whose blood it is. Congratulations. We found out the answer. Like, please, can we do that? Because you have to dumb. Is he right? Is Mr. Sholmes' concoction a little robish? I don't know. I mean, he's a great detective. What are you talking about? We can't let him get away with that. I knew it would come to this. Of course, Mr. Sholmes' invention isn't going to be recognized by any official body. But what other choice do I have? I'm just remembering what Father Crispus over there said before. About how he was temporarily suspending the summation examination. In other words, the examination isn't over yet, is it? Good grief! What did you say, young girl? And in the summation examination, the decision is as to whether the trial continues or not is in the hands of the 6 jurors, isn't it? So the way I see it, it doesn't matter what certain other people think of Hurley's invention. At least, not for now. Yes, she's right. Young lady, you have quite the devious mind. It really comes down to one thing. Whether these ladies and gentlemen of the jury are convinced by what you say, Runo. Is that about right, would you say? Or did I misunderstand something? Unbelievable. Mr. Sholmes' partner is a force to be reckoned with. Iris Wilson, sharpshooter. After that shrewd, precise of the situation from an entirely unexpected source, it must be acknowledged that the previous summation examination has yet to reach its conclusion.
This is absurd. Yeah, you're getting cooked by a kid. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the court will now look to you for your final leading in this matter. As provinces of Her Majesty Britain, I'm sure you will come to a fair and just conclusions. So then, state your final decisions in turn, please.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Thank you.
Not guilty.
Thank you.
Guilty.
Okay, that's fine.
Guilty.
That's fine.
Not guilty.
That's fine. Hey, congratulations. Congratulations. They believe it. Who called guilty and the 4 call not guilty. Such as an outcome of the summation examination.
Objection.
You can't object that. My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage. The prosecution refuses to accept this decision. On what grounds, you fool? If these jurors are persuaded by some half-baked concoction device by a pretender to real police work, the police don't even do their job right. Greg's is the only one that really does his job. And maybe the other Bobby dude, who's literally the top Bobby worker out there. Do you really think you have any right to say anything when you probably don't even do any evidence? Then they are too ignorant to be trusted with the judgment of anyone's guilt. I'm sorry, Lord Van Seeks, but the outcome of the summation examination cannot be ignored. The trial will continue. Yep. That's tough, man. Hey, bye-bye. Bye-bye. We cooking. Yes, sir. Nevertheless, we will find ourselves in a rather awkward situation. The defense has a reasonable request to subpoena of a new witness. Of course, indeed. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Whenever we can stop it here, we'll go from there, because I think that trial's gonna be really long. Did someone text me? Give me a second. I think someone texted me. Y'all give me a second, real quick. There we go. Okay, so whatever we stop at is where it goes at. Okay, let's go ahead. There we go. But sadly, I fear that will be impossible. What? The name of the gentleman gave for himself, Egbert Benedict, is quite clearly false. I don't believe it. Just when I managed to prove that the man was there that night. Could I say something? Who was that? Please, who spoke? It was me, my lord. Juror number 5. What have you said? What have you to say, madam? If possible, Inspector. Me? Ma'am? I wonder if you might show the photographic print to me again. The one in which the gentleman is shown. Ah, right, yes. This one, you mean, of Mr. Benedict? Yes. There's no doubt in my mind. Juror number 5? You don't mean to say you know this man? Yes, I know him. What? No. Good gracious! I think it begins with an AG though, so let's go ahead. Order in the court! Juror number 5, how on earth? I'm a communications officer, stop. As we can clearly see, the gentleman in the photograph is stop. Also a communication officer, stop. He works in my office, stop. A very talented operator, in fact, stop. He should be in the communication station now, stop. Tapping away on the telegram, stop. This doesn't seem right somehow. I can't put my fingers on it. Why? But it doesn't feel right. I suppose we all imagine the accomplice would have some sort of hardened criminal. It's a bit unexpected to find that he has a respectable job by day, whenever he gets up at night. Yes, I suppose that's it. I suppose that's why I felt something was wrong. If the gentleman is at London's communication station, we should be able to subpoena him within the hour. Lord Van Seeks, if you please. Yes, my lord. Make the necessary arrangements with all haste. As you wish, lordship. As your lordship pleases and bids. The court will Recess for 1 hour. When the new witness arrives, we shall reconvene to hear the gentleman's testimony. Inspector Gregson. Yes, my lord. I should like to hear from you specifically about the events at the pawnbrokery on the day in question. Come to my chambers during the recess. Yes, sir, my lord. Very well. Court is adjourned until 1:40 p.m. Okay, chat, we're going to stop it here. Because I heard this was the longest one. It's going to be longer than I think 3 or 4 trials is what I've heard. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop it here. I am going to stop it here. Shall save it here. As y'all see, we saved it right here. We are stopping it here. Because, yeah, I ain't going to lie. I heard there was a lot of long trials in this thing. So, yeah, y'all. We're going to stop it here. I appreciate y'all showing love on the stream. I appreciate it. I will... And stream here. I will be doing this game. I don't know if I'm doing it Saturday. Now, if I can do it Saturday, I will do it Saturday so I can just do the whole thing, get it out the way. Excuse me. That's if I can. I don't know. I can't tell. I gotta figure out how it goes. Because after this, I'm probably going to take a break of it, and I might come back to it next 2 weeks, maybe. So I'll be good. But yeah, y'all, we're going to stop it here. Thank y'all for showing love on the stream. I appreciate y'all, on the birthday and stuff. But I will see y'all. Well, y'all will see me tomorrow, but people on Twitch will see me after I finish eating, though. But yeah, y'all, I will see y'all later, though. Peace and love, y'all, though. Yee.